What's up, guys? Oh, of course he did. He did a lot of bitching about the new Zelda game, but then claims he likes it and is going to give it a chance, even though he completely shitted on it. Which is, you know, typical Phil fashion. How are you all doing today? I'm gonna get some things squared away and we'll begin. I don't think there's anything anyone put out worth watching. Drake, Ziggy, REEee. Can't wait for the weekend to relax. I hear that. Oh, we can listen to this real quick while we're getting things squared away. Set up. What the?
First of all, some people seem to be calling out the hypocrisy when it comes to the gaming community and the performance of games. For example, someone actually called this. I'll give credit. This was Morty on Twitter. Says this is funny as hell to me.
Again,
Redfall
he gets his information from
and
Twitter.
it's 4K, 30 frames per second. But everyone immediately, when they heard it was 30 frames per second, screamed, "How dare this game
Little bit static. All right,
feel
I
like
got you.
this in 2010? Give it a 50 on Metacritic and slam it
Low
and
miles.
downvote it and say it's a piece of dog shit that it would come out this way." Then, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is coming out. It's only 720p on the Switch. It can barely hold 30 frames per second. And all the fanboys, oh my god, it's the best game ever. We love first-party Zelda. We love first-party Nintendo. No.
You know, he makes this argument, and he always makes this argument, and it makes zero sense for him to keep making this argument. Nintendo is not a system known for its graphical capabilities or anything like that. It doesn't run 4K. All right. It doesn't run 4K or anything like that, but he keeps thinking in his mind it should run just like everything else. It should run like the Xbox. It should run like PC. It should run like PlayStation. You literally have a handheld system at all times. It is so weird for him to go on this type of tangent every single time. And as I said before, 30 frames is 30 frames. Nobody really cares about 30 frames. Yes, you have people that are like these hardcore, oh, game must run at 60, and it's like, no, that's not always the case. Like the majority of games actually run at 30 frames per second. But they have kind of like not an upscaler, but there's another piece of technology involved where it's running at 30K, but it gives the illusion of 60K. A lot of games do this. But unless you have something to detect that software, you'll never know it. Yeah, he just wants to slam Nintendo, exactly.
No, it's absolutely, positively true. Now, I think the Redfall is actually not a very good example because Redfall also is a very bad, unfinished game, regardless of the graphical performance. The game is a piece of shit. I know. I watched Kat play it last week. That game was really, really bad. Okay? So, yeah, this is it.
All right, so, the thing with the whole Redfall situation, Redfall was released too early. It is from start to finish, it is a finished product. It doesn't mean it's a good product, but it is a finished product. You can get Redfall, you can boot it up, and you can play the game, and you can finish the game. You know who else had very bad AI? Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2, the AI was atrociously bad. And I say atrociously bad because Naughty Dog put all their effort in the story and graphics, but they didn't put any time into the enemy AI. It was a simple AI. It was there to do the job, and that was it. Hello, Icy.
I've been here for the last 5 minutes.
I know that.
Okay.
For me, I have to call it out again. Why is it that we allow Nintendo
Oh, really?
to
Nice.
always
I haven't played that in a
underperform,
minute.
but we give them a pass, right?
No, it's not that nobody's giving Nintendo a pass. Everyone knows you don't go to Nintendo for AAA best graphics, best FPS games. The console is not made to handle that. You show me a Nintendo product that's running, say, I know it's not out yet, but Final Fantasy 16 or even Forspoken, as bad as that game was, it was still very stunning visually. You're not having that on Nintendo. Like, for games that go from consoles to Nintendo, it takes them a nice little gap before they end up on there. Because things have to be changed so that the system can run it.
Honestly, that has nothing to do with it. The reason that a lot of games, AAA games, don't go to Nintendo is the fact that Nintendo markets itself as a family-friendly system, not one of your AAA title systems like this PlayStation and Xbox.
Oh,
They're
no,
known for their family-friendly games. So, to have something like a Call of Duty or something on there that may go towards that platform is huge, but you won't see
hey, Renault.
many AAA titles over there because of that.
Yeah, I know there's talks to get Call of Duty on there. And it's going to be an interesting battle because of how demanding Call of Duty is. Every now and then you get some not so family friendly games on Nintendo, as rare as they are. I mean, the indie scene for Nintendo has more, but he keeps on going with this same story every single time there's a Nintendo game, and he just wants he hates Nintendo, so he's gonna shit on it every chance he gets.
Always.
Well, if you go to Phil Spector's Twitter, back on December 22nd, he said that Microsoft has entered into a 10-year commitment to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo, following the merger of Microsoft and Activision, of course.
Yeah, the Activision merge, which has now been stopped for now.
Which it is. I'm reading this article right now that's been updated in March, and it's still gonna come within the next 10 years, of course. But
yeah,
the fact that it's gonna be heading to Nintendo is huge, because, like I said, you don't see titles like that on Nintendo. If you see multiplayer games or co-op games or anything else, it's Mario Kart. It's
Mario Party,
games
Splatoon.
like that. Yeah, it's not something like this. So just the fact that it's going to be there within the next 10 years is huge.
Imagine Gears of War on Nintendo. That would be hilarious. But anyway,
you're not going to Nintendo too because of Mario Kart. Mario Kart's not gonna be photorealism.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
It's got fucking turtles driving carts.
But like Icy said, it's
Nintendo. Like I said, Nintendo is not meant for people that are looking for the Call of Duties, the
Final Fantasy,
Gears of War. in the AAA titles. You're going to play Nintendo because of the fact of nostalgia with Mario and with Super Mario and Zelda and stuff like that. It brings a bit of nostalgia to the system, but it's a family friendly unit. It is not something that is meant to be, oh, let me go hurry up and play, Call of Duty on my Switch. It's not something that's meant for that. It is meant for, hey everyone, let's gather the kids and let's play Mario Maker. That's what the unit's meant for. It's not meant for the 30-plus-year-old that's sitting in their front room after work trying to kill everybody on Call of Duty.
Yeah, and they stepped out a little bit with that when they first got, RE4. Yeah, they were the ones who pushed Capcom to make that, but yeah, they still like to make little Mario games. They like to make Star Fox, not lately, but they like to make games that, anyone from 8 to 20 could pick up, and no one would look at them twice over it.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I watched a big streamer on the Purple channel kick off playing the newest Zelda game. And he is pretty well known for the Borderlands community. He's very well known in the Borderlands community. In fact, he's one of the first ones to stream Borderlands on the Purple channel. And he's been active with Gearbox and all of that, but he's also very active as a promoter for Nintendo. And he's been to the headquarters and everything else and gotten all sorts of goodies and stuff. But it's more for, and even people my age, it's more about the nostalgia of the system, because you're still able to play the Marios. You're still able to play the Zeldas and the different games from those, from back then. They bring them forward. So, I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and him looking for a graphical heavy Nintendo game, it's just not going to happen. Like, it has been stated numerous times, Nintendo is, parts-wise, is always behind PlayStation and Xbox, because that is not their main focus.
Ever since the GameCube. Ever since the GameCube, they have been behind, and they accept that. They just go, okay, well, we're going to make a fun...
Exactly, Trunks. No, Nintendo does not care about the graphics. They care about the content of the game, and they care about the playability of the game. And they want people to have fun. Exactly. They don't care if their games are not playing at 60 FPS. They don't care if they don't have the biggest, fastest, strongest graphics card in their units. They want people to have fun, and that's how they're marketing.
And that's
they care if it's artsy.
Yeah, and that's why they always sell.
Look at Yoshi. Yeah. Look at all the Yoshi games, Yarn and craft stuff. Why? Because, hey, we think this would look really cute, and it works.
Yeah. So, dumbass sitting here saying, "Oh, we let them have a pass." It's like, no, because nobody looks at Nintendo that way but you. You're the only one looking at Nintendo that way.
You cannot hold Nintendo to PlayStation and Xbox. You can't do it. It's never going to happen. And to sit there and try to compare all three is comparing apples to oranges.
It's laughable.
It's an idiotic move for someone that says he's a business major.
There were memes all over the internet. Oh, by the way, best-selling
unless
Pokemon.
You understand the business aspect of why Nintendo does what they do versus Sony and Microsoft, then, you have to look at it in that sense, because Nintendo has carved themselves out a nice little chunk of the market for their own people, for their own things, and that's what they want.
Yeah. Now, right here, he sat there and said, look at the Pokemon game, people bitched about it, and still bought it. The people that bitched about Pokemon game didn't really buy the Pokemon game. It might have been a few of them that bought it, but the real people that were bitching the most did not buy Pokemon. I'm sorry, I watched Ann play it, I watched Raven play it, I think Pass may have played it a little bit. There was nothing wrong that I could see with that game. Yeah, they're open, there's a lot of emptiness. I expect that with Pokemon. It's not like I'm playing fucking Skyrim. This is Pokemon. You're going to go fight Pokemon, you're going to collect them, and then you're going to make them do your bidding. That's just the nature of the beast.
The people who are mainly complaining about Pokemon 2 are complaining that it's obvious Game Freak, and Game Freak admits it themselves, that they get lazy on the things that people have criticism over. Hey, how come the animations for attacks are the same as they were 15 years ago? Because we just copy paste. We're trying to get the game out. We're copy pasting them. Yeah, but it doesn't look right for what the attacks are. Yeah, but we need to get it out, so we copy paste.
Yeah, and people are still going to buy it. People love Pokemon. They're going to buy it. Look at prime example. Look at The Last of Us Part 2. Yes, I know I went back to that well. That game, for the most part, was hated by gamers. I mean, and it was just mainly because of two things. Two things is what really made people hate that game. But it still sold very well. Like, people are still buying that game. So, what he's saying here is invalid because it happens across the board. Jedi Survivor. Knowing the problems when the first few people bought it, people still flooded to buy this game. The copy pasta game. And hey, sometimes you got to, man. Sometimes you got to, Falcon.
So you still bought it. You knew it ran like shit, but you bought it anyway. It seems like the Nintendo community absolutely positively love to complain, but then they spend their money anyway. So why complain? Just don't fucking complain anymore, right? Oh my god, we want Switch Plus. We want Switch 2. We want...
Who is screaming this? Like, I don't know anyone screaming this. Like, I can scroll Twitter just as well as you, Phil, and I don't see this floating around. I don't see this floating around on Reddit. There might be one or two people that say that, but nobody's really screaming for that. Like, people might be, yeah, I want the PlayStation Pro or the Xbox Pro or whatever the fuck they call their systems. But they're not saying that for Switch. They're like, yeah, I wish it was a little bit stronger. Or the battery was a little bit longer, and that was it.
Switch improvement. And so they come out with the Switch OLED. That's not what I wanted. Buy it anyway. Everyone buy them all. Oh, buy them. What the fuck is your problem?
Okay, so the reason that got bought out, that was during the pandemic. And people weren't getting their hands on a PlayStation or Xbox.
And that's you, Phil. You're the one who says, ooh, new system, buy it. Buy now. Buy.
Exactly. So, he's wrong information. I'm sure everyone remembers, during the pandemic, it was damn near impossible to get a hold of an Xbox or a PlayStation 5.
It's like... So then don't bitch. They're like the...
Another one I'll point out. PlayStation 3. People were grilling steaks on that goddamn machine when it first came out. They were still buying them. Exactly.
Super whiny, super loud complaining, but then you spend your money anyway no matter what, right? Oh my god, the Wii U sucks, the Wii U games are terrible, I can't believe the Wii U is so bad. Hey everyone, spend all our money on amiibos for 2 years to keep Nintendo afloat, and don't play the games, but buy amiibos instead.
And guess what? People flocked to buy the amiibos, because the amiibos, not only were they just collectibles, they also did something for the games you were playing. Again, Phil wants to talk like out of his ass, like he knows what he's talking about, but not looking at why people were buying it. You know, we could easily ask Phil, you know, you say you're not an alcoholic, yet we always see you doing these events to drink gin. Sounds like an alcoholic to me.
I mean, I wish I could make this up, but this is what happens all the time with Nintendo. Like, they always get the pass. It doesn't make any sense. I'm just confused as shit that everyone has a right to complain. Everyone does have a right to complain about graphical performance in the modern gaming era. Everyone should be asking for
graphical performance.
Especially a game like Zelda.
Yeah.
The game's $70. $70.
Yes. Because this is a flag title for Nintendo.
And this is a criticism gaming in general has been angry over. Why is it suddenly we need to pay 70 over 60? Why is it certain titles that, depending on if you get it on PC in a digital storefront, why does it cost the same as going to retail? You're not picking up a physical object.
Yeah, it's just digital data. And I get that argument. I understand that argument.
Yeah.
But guess what? You know what defeats that argument in the same breath? People buy the collector editions. They buy the special editions. They buy the deluxe editions. So bumping a game to $70 just became a moot point for people to complain about it when, oh man, I don't feel like paying $70 for that damn game. But I bought the deluxe version. Okay, so you were bitching about paying $70, but you turned out and bought the $90 version. What sense is that?
Right? So why in the hell
things should be DRM free?
What exactly is the extra $10 going to? It ain't graphical performance, right? So where is it going? Why are we paying it?
You know what? You say that, Phil, when we could ask that very same question about people that tip you every day. Where does the money go? Because your streams aren't getting any better. You're not getting any better equipment. Like you're not even getting a green screen. Your quality is shit. You're not paying for people to make music and videos and intros and outros for you. So it's the same deal.
And when it comes to Nintendo, I can say for certainty that it is going back to the developer. The developers are getting paid a good wage, because when I forget who it was the president of Nintendo, saw they were starting to go under, and he's going, yeah, nobody is getting any of these massive kickbacks. I will and to show that I'm with you guys on making sure it gets a fair wage, though, I'm cutting mine to nothing.
Yeah.
He took no paycheck until all the other people in Nintendo were paid properly.
Yeah. It's going to the people that make the games, but he's just looking at this because he saw it on Twitter. He's seen an argument on Twitter and he latched onto it. He's not looking into any facts. He's not diving into it. He's not asking people any questions. None of that. Which, I'm sorry, if this is what you want to do, you need to ask questions. Not just get on your soapbox and scream for like 90 minutes.
I'm the exception to the rule here because I'm a content creator.
That doesn't make you an exception to no rule. See, right there, automatically throws up a wall of defense because he knew the question be brought to him. Well, I'm a content creator. Yeah, but you're not improving anything. What are you doing that warrants you getting these large contributions? Like, I don't see anything. I don't hear anything. Nothing is improving on your end, but you keep asking for this money.
I dropped the extra money, but I'm going to be making a playthrough that's going to make tons.
Guess what? That means nothing. See, this is where people like him annoy me. Is they sit here and they think, oh, well, I'm a content creator. That automatically means that I have a reason to buy games. No, it doesn't. It doesn't give you a reason to buy games. You can be a content creator and never play a fucking game on your channel. So, again, he's wrong.
Tons of content for my streams, entertain you guys. It's not a big deal to me. But for the average person, yeah, why are you spending 10 more bucks for what? What exactly are you getting out of it? Right? And again, why on earth does Nintendo get the pass? Criticize them and then say, no, we're actually going to change our spending methods instead of every time. It's hilarious. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Controller, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Bag to carry your Switch in, and it's all selling like hotcakes.
And you know who else did it? God of War. God of War did the vinyls for your PlayStation 5. They did the fin rear PS5 controllers. They did the bags. They did all the same stuff, and they sold like hotcakes, Phil. Like, again, he's saying this. You can point to everything else that does the same exact thing. It's marketing. When you know people love something, you can shill the shit out of it, and people are going to buy it up. It's called good business. You know something you should be doing?
It's all just selling crazy. Tons of money for Nintendo. But then you shit on the game and say it looks like shit. Then don't fucking buy the...
Nobody said it looks like shit. I have yet to see anybody say this new Zelda game looks like shit. Nobody's saying it looks like shit. It looks like a video game to me.
Stuff. It's one or the other. You can't have it both ways. You can't complain, but then support. Then don't fucking support. Stop complaining, or don't support. You know what I mean? You want to talk about hypocrisy?
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me.
Where's the Ice Yamamoto t-shirts? I gotta get those made. Yeah, he wants to start a movement against Nintendo.
Zelda, get this. Tears of the Kingdom has only been
Dreamlink.
out for 24 hours, not even in some territories, right? It hasn't been out 24 hours for me yet. Someone already beat it in 94 minutes. Speedrunning.
Yeah, speedrunner. That's what speedrunners do. The speedrunning community is very, very healthy, and they break games. The guy I like watching REEee, I literally watched him do a speed run of Mario, Mario 2, Mario 3, Super Mario World, Super Mario 64, and he beat all 5 games under 1 hour. It was like 56 minutes, 57 minutes. I mean, yeah.
Broke it. Yeah, not kidding. Already done. That's modern game development. 2023 game development. Beat the game in 90 minutes. Fucking Zelda game. You can find the article, IGN posted it, but I think multiple people have already linked to it. That people already already broke the fuck out of the game.
Why are you trusting IGN, Phil? They admit they don't pay attention to gaming.
Exactly. Yeah, he's still on the tutorial.
You want to see that? I mean, literally, you're skipping 99% of the content of the game.
All right, so everyone knows what speedrunners are. They know not who speedrunners are, but they know what speedrunners do. I mean, hell, it's in the fucking name. Speedrunners. They beat games as fast as humanly possible. That is what they do. They even do it on MMOs. You have speedrunners for MMOs even. Like, he's bitching about something that really makes no sense.
I don't see the point, but at the same time, it's pretty funny that they're still making games that are that pathetic and you can just run right through it.
It's not pathetic. You know how many exploits and whatnot you have to do for a speed run? You know how many glitches you gotta figure out and find out to do a speed run? That means this person was able to min-max themselves from start to finish of this game.
Yeah, I mean, probably glitch right through a wall. Probably just like the first game, you probably end up right outside the final dungeon at the beginning, and it's like, oh, watch this, and you fucking run up the wall, you glitch through it, and you just go fucking fight Ganondorf. It's the end of the game, right? Who knows? I haven't seen it yet. I'm very curious, but that's pretty stupid. You can break the game in 90 minutes. I mean, what the frick, dude? Right? Anyway.
Who cares?
All right, I have one other story to talk about this morning before we get to shout.
I don't care about your other story. So now we're here for what everybody wanted. So, special guest, as I said, Icy Temptress, my girlfriend. Going to be going over for the first time with her the emergency video. We'll get to hear her thoughts and her response to everything on the matter. Anything you'd like to add, Icy?
No, I'm good.
I'm very bad at introductions, but here we go. Yeah. Let me know if you need to turn the volume up. Let me know if you need me to pause it, anything like that. Oh, this is slow.
Emergency. I don't know if she's been already, if she's going to be admitted to the hospital. I don't know what's going on, how serious this whole situation is. I have no idea. Okay. Fly Eagles Fly. Shout out to Fly Eagles Fly who just did a.
Just tell me when to pause it.
Subscribe to the channel actually. Thank you, Fly Eagles Fly. I appreciate that. So I walk into the hospital. There's an information desk. It's completely empty. There's no one sitting there. You can tell there's 4 chairs, no one there. I guess because it's Sunday, no one works at this hospital or whatever. So I'm looking around, I'm pacing back and forth. What do I do? Who do I talk to? Finally, I find a phone. It says, lift this phone for information. Okay.
Increase the volume. All right.
Hello, who is this? Can you help me? You know, my girlfriend, I think she's in the hospital somewhere. And they're like, oh, okay, what's her name? I give her the name. Like, okay, she's still over in emergency.
There you
so
go.
this way and go to emergency. Okay. Would have been nice if, you know, there was a fucking human working.
Okay, I just gotta say this first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck did you go in through the front doors of the hospital if you knew your girlfriend was in the fucking emergency room? Why you didn't go directly to the emergency room? Because there is an outside entrance, unless, you know, it's one of those rare hospitals that have no outside entrance to an emergency room. Anybody can walk in. In fact, the hospitals here, actually, you can't even go through the front doors of the hospital after a certain hour. You have to enter through the emergency room. So
ours is the same way, actually.
Already.
Ours is the same way. I think it's after 7 o'clock.
Yeah, after a certain time, you have to enter through the emergency room. You cannot enter through the main entrance. So, yeah, unless it's one of those wonderful special hospitals, you know, like a vet clinic, that doesn't have an emergency room entrance, maybe. I don't know. But you're already a dumbass.
I find a random phone that was hidden in this hallway. So...
Okay, I gotta ask you.
First off,
Okay.
the hospital is wrong. The hospital is actually wrong in this sense because he is the boyfriend. He is not an immediate family member. He is not on her. All of ours do, but I know, right? But no, if according to HIPAA, the only way you're supposed to get information from a medical professional or anything like that is if you are immediate family member, meaning mother, father, sister, brother, even aunts and uncles. You kind of are skirting it at that point. But unless you're one of those guys, a hospital has no obligation to tell you anything. You could say, "Oh, I think my girlfriend or my boyfriend's in this hospital," and unless they have you on their HIPAA clearance the hospital can tell them information. Yeah, that could be a potential problem for the hospital. So yeah.
Well, to give context to this,
I don't need context. I'm telling you what the laws are.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying give context. He would be emergency contact because he decided to rip her from her home, move her halfway across the country
that don't mean
to
shit.
be with him. Well, they wouldn't be able to get in contact with family.
No, but that doesn't mean shit unless she has it in her chart as a written thing, like a permission stating, yes, please tell Phil Burnell anything and everything about my medical condition. Or, you know, and when it comes to hospital location, room number, all of that stuff, all that's protected because you never know who's calling. Well, you know, you think about it in a big city, if I could call and say, hey, you know, I need to know where ICE is in this hospital. They can turn around and tell me no, unless, you know, or hold on, let me check and see. And what they're actually doing is checking your information in that hospital that you sign. They'll say, yeah, I can tell you what room he's in. They're not under any obligation by law to tell you anything.
Yeah, but I would assume he's on her list.
Never assume.
It was in Langley Valley of PA.
Never assume.
I would assume if they directed him, so that's why I'm assuming they did. Or she has
never.
Him on there.
I would never assume, especially with him, because he's a crock of shit anyway. So I'm not
even. He is. I'm not
even going to give him the benefit of the doubt that that's what she did. I'm just saying he's saying that for story purposes. Anyway, moving on.
Could be, but I'm still going to give the benefit.
Fuck no.
Okay. I go through this lobby, I go to the emergency. So, again, I walk to emergency, now there's a line, and I'm like, well, these are people who are hurt, what do I do? So I get in line, but I'm looking around. I wait in line for like 5 minutes, and I realize to my left, way over here, on a tiny little sign, not even like apparent, little sign, it says, visitor check-in. I'm like, wow, if only there was a big fucking sign so everyone would know where to go when they walk into this hospital, instead of this tiny rinky-dink sign you can't even see from the front door. So
yeah, because every hospital has visitor check-in with a big old flashy neon sign. Totally.
Apparently, hospitals are Vegas gambling centers.
Of course. In fact, the hospital that's here doesn't even have a visitor sign in. You walk up to the front desk and say, "Hey, ma'am, I'm here. I brought in our, whatever," and she looks it up on there and sees if there's a HIPAA release and see if they have permission or if you're listed as next of kin. That's another way to get around it if you don't have a HIPAA clearance.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever she was brought in, she would have had to say that he is listed as her next of kin. They can say something. Other than that, like I said, no medical professional is under any obligation to give you anything without that clearance.
No, that explains why the hospital let me go see my uncle when he was in there. Because I'm just a nephew. I'm nobody else.
Yep. When I get out of the line I'm in, I go over there, talk to a security guy. Makes a copy of my license, checks me in. He says, okay, she's down there. She's in room 28. I said, so what's the deal? He says, well, it says here, she had another anxiety attack.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Icy.
Mm-hmm.
Security guards wouldn't know this information.
No, security guards doesn't know that shit. That's either going to be a nurse practitioner, a medical assistant would know. But it's not going to be a security guard. In fact, they don't even make a copy of your driver's license. At least not here. But
they don't here either. They just look at it and then hand it back to you.
It is a medical professional that's going to be able to give you that information. And honestly, if she had another anxiety attack, she would probably be under supervision, by someone that sits with patients that have psych issues. Just to, even if all they're doing is sitting there talking, they're still sitting there making sure that their episode of whatever they're having is not. Oh, I can tell you some crazy stories as far as psych patients are concerned. A security guard's not going to know that. A security guard's not going to tell you that. Well, a security guard won't even necessarily know what room they're in. No, he was talking to what they call it's the same person that whenever you go to the hospital for testing, like
at your hospital they make. Ours doesn't. They just look at it.
Some do, some don't. It all depends on their policies. It's not an across the board thing, but a lot of times it's not. Whenever you get that kind of information he's talking about, that's not a security guard. That is the same people that sit at the desk whenever you go for x-rays or for any type of blood test that check you into the hospital so you can go walk around. Yeah, it's your admissions people. It's not a security guard.
Our security guard will look at your license, and if you already know the room and all, they hit the button to open the door so you can go into the emergency area.
They will not know the room number. They will not know what she's in there for. Your security guard's there for that very thing. Security. That's it.
Well, not another, because they don't know that she's had them in the past. She says she had an anxiety attack. Apparently, she's drugged, and she's in this room awaiting a doctor to kind of come in or whatever. I guess a doctor coming in to check her out. Or no. Actually, I take that back. He said no. He did say that. He had told me there was a doctor that was checking her out or something like that.
That means he's lying. Okay. If he goes, yeah, it is. Oh no, not that. No, he doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. He's making up the story as he goes with just basic information that's fact and trying to embellish when you can't even keep your own story straight.
So, I walk through, I go all the way to the back of the emergency area where they've got her in a room, and I go in, and she's conscious, but she's kind of loopy. You can tell they drugged her or something, because she wasn't in no pain.
They drugged her or something?
More than likely what they gave her was something maybe, I'm trying to think. I could be wrong. I don't want to say what drug I think they may have given her, but it definitely was something to help ease the anxiety or something. I guarantee you she was more than just consciously laying there as a drugged up.
It's the way he said that. They drugged her or something.
They drugged her or something. It's not like they sat there and they shot her full of, say,
like she went to a frat party and they just stuck a hose down her throat and poured alcohol
or something. They didn't pump her full of Adderall or something. They probably gave her something like, Ativan or something, if anything.
It's like they just drugged her or something.
Yeah, they're not going to sit here and give her a Xanbar at the hospital, and just let her go. No. I guarantee you.
To be here, or do I leave?
No, if it was going to be just her and I, we'd be in the super secret room.
Okay, yeah, so I worked as a dietary aide with my mom,
Yeah.
who's a registered nurse.
Yeah.
So how we did our visitor thing, where I worked at,
Yeah.
is my mom's the head of 5 buildings, and I worked at one of them.
God
Yeah.
dang.
You go to the front of the freaking of our assisted care. You ask for visiting something, and you just go to a specific area. That's where people visit. Because they can't get into the wards. They're not allowed to.
Which would make sense. You know, you don't want random people just
And then
showing
not
up in
only
random
that,
wards.
what really makes me question a lot of what he says is the fact that he's saying, "Oh, she's drugged." Like I said, she's not going to give her. The doctors are not giving her like I said, a Xanbar, which is like a milligram. I think what is the biggest a milligram or gram of. I forget. I think it's either a milligram or whatever. Because I think the largest dose is actually 2.
So what does that do
grams
exactly, if you know?
Oh God,
Is it antidepressant?
Yeah, it's an antidepressant. It helps like if you're having a manic attack or in this case anxiety, and she's highly wired. It can wind her down.
Okay.
But they're not going to give you enough of it to. In fact, they probably won't give it to her. They'll probably give her something in lower dosage to where it winds that down and helps her calm down, but not to the point where
like
she's
zombied.
drooling on herself. Yeah, not zombied. And then they'll have a doctor come in.
Yeah.
You know, they'll have a doctor come in and give her a mental eval and see if she needs to be in the hospital for, you know, a 72-hour observation.
Okay. Good to see you, Stokes. How you doing tonight, man?
Yeah, so like my mom worked with dementia patients.
So
obviously,
that's a different breed of people altogether. Not by their choice.
Then I think she does work with the psych ward a little bit.
I mean, she does.
But she's head of the dementia ward, which she's been threatened multiple times. And
I'm sure. Icy works in the medical field. Like
I will say this.
Not deep,
I will say this.
into it though.
I worked for a primary care doctor who saw damn near anything, and then I decided to go work for the dark side, and I work for a Fortune 500 insurance company. I won't say which one, but I do work for a major huge insurer here in the United States.
So usually, if I have any questions, I ask her. Doctor and try to get some kind of thing to take care of it, because the bottom line is with anxiety attacks, they suck. The reason that they suck is there's really no way to cure them. Okay.
See, just listen to that one more time.
Yeah, go back.
Yeah, I'll go back to the.
No panic or nothing, you know, no anxiety or nothing. She was just like, oh, like loopy, like this, right? So obviously, say you're okay. You didn't fall, you didn't hit your head or nothing, right? No, just shit happens. It sucks because it happens every once in a while. And now this is the worst one she's ever had. So maybe that she has to go see her doctor and try to get some kind of thing to take care of it. Because the bottom line is with anxiety attacks, they suck. The reason that they suck is there's really no way to cure them. Okay.
Oh my god. You find out something every time you watch this video. Oh yeah, this Zelda game looks amazing.
I haven't watched anything of it, and I don't want to hear anything of it.
He said that there's no real way to cure them.
You can't.
It's a disease.
I mean, it's you can't cure that. That's like trying to say you're gonna cure depression. You can't cure depression. You control depression, be it through medicine or alternative therapies or something. And it may be a situation of where she's gotten used to her medication and maybe she needs an adjustment, so she needs to see her doctor who would be able to take care of that. But for him to sit there, there's there's really no cure. Stop mansplaining the medical industry if you've never been in it, never worked in it, and you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
That'd be like me trying to explain it, and I'd fuck it up. I'd never been in there.
I even worked as a dietarian. I don't know shit.
Yeah, a lot of people said they were really bored watching. Yeah. They're bored because watching Phil play it.
Like I said, I worked for primary care. I worked in primary care. I ran a doctor's office for a little over 7 years. And then I worked in O&P, which is orthotics and prosthetics. So I got to see, give you a short story about that because it was actually a really cool story. when I worked in O&P. We had a patient come in. He pig explains a lot and it pisses me off. But we had a patient come in. He was 5 years old, a little kid. I say 5. He might have been under 5, like maybe 3 or 4. No, he was 5 because I remember kindergarten. And his mom ran over his foot with the lawnmower and cut off the front part, like from midfoot on. His toes were gone. And like middle foot. And to watch him go from being absolutely scared of his prosthetic till right before I walked out the door because I couldn't take it anymore, running around with it like it was second nature was pretty cool. So to see stuff like that in O&P is pretty awesome. But primary care, oh my God, the stories I can tell y'all.
There's things you can do,
Honestly,
like for example, you could try a certain kind of breathing, or
weird ass stories.
if there's someone who's like,
people in the medical field do.
One time, my mom was like treating some guy,
but that's
like
not
6'7",
the situation is every once in a while
trying to threaten a fighter. My mom just says, "I was like, I have a 6'5" son who's my older brother. I'll kick his ass. You want to try?"
They drugged her. So she got drugged. She was.
I was like, it's weird.
So I sat there with her, and I'm not
she
even
says that
kidding.
shit
We're
is
sitting there
crazy,
waiting. I said, "What are we waiting for?" And she says, "I guess they told me that there's going to be a counselor."
You know, he keeps saying they drugged her, but doesn't even know what they gave her.
And not only that, I mean, the fact that you keep saying they drugged her. They didn't drug her. I guarantee you they didn't drug her. They gave her whatever medication she was currently on. Now, if the anxiety attack was something that maybe she ran out of her medicine. I mean, this is stuff that's, of course, outside the story. He's not going to say anything like that, and we're not going to know it ever. But
I know, right?
It makes it sound like she's a druggie. But it could be of something that she ran out of her medication and she hadn't had a chance to go get it refilled, or the doctor's like, hey, you got to come in to get it refilled. And she hadn't had a chance to yet. And in between waiting for the appointment, she had this attack. Or, something along those lines. We don't know. We'll never know because Phil will never tell you. But I guarantee you they didn't drug her. Because every time he says drug her, I'm like, they did not give her a Xan bar and said, just sit here. That's ridiculous.
I just think of the movie Taken. They just drugged her, threw in her trunk, and just drove off somewhere.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
That's going to be coming in and talking to me about this and what happened or whatever to make sure I'm all right. And then, we can't get any further help or diagnosis until this counselor comes in. Okay. All right.
Bullshit.
So.
Bullshit. I'm just going to say right now, bullshit.
Oh, I know.
We're sitting there, and I look down, and on her lap, she's on a hospital gurney or whatever, sitting there in the room. On her lap is a brochure. I said, what's this? I pick it up. Finance it, how to pay. Finance it. I'm like, you're in the emergency room. They already gave you a way to pay the bill? And I'm looking at it like, imagine if you had...
You sign! Whenever you go into the emergency room, you're signing the papers, and one of them is, hey, is it okay if we bill your insurance, and whatever your insurance doesn't pay, we're gonna charge it to you, and you get a set up payment. But this is all after the fact. But that's one of the first things you fucking sign.
This was something the last time Ice had watched this. I said, if it's anything like Callie, okay, do you have insurance? If she dared say no, hey, here is the brochure on how to sign up for Medi-Cal.
Yeah. They will give you information on how to sign up for whatever the state name Medicaid is.
Yeah.
They're gonna say, okay, well, if you don't qualify for this is the payment plans we can do.
Yeah, that's what I said this probably was just, hey, here's paperwork and information on how to get free healthcare.
Exactly. So it's bullshit.
How to pay?
Hey, they're taking money. How you doing?
They're taking money away. Oh my god.
So for everybody just joining, this is a different stream. I have my partner in crime, my girlfriend Icy Temptress, going over the emergency to get her input and her take, and you get kind of a couple's perspective of how it should be handled. We'll probably do that more towards the end of this video, but we'll see.
Your arm chopped off and your arm is fucking squirting blood. Before they start suturing it, do they hand you the payment brochure first just to be sure you could fucking pay?
Oh, so I get it. He's being extra. He's embellishing. I get that.
Yeah, because they're gonna treat you, but they gotta sign all that. I know, right, REEee? We gotta play Mount Your Friends after.
No, we're not playing Mount Your Friends. We're not playing Genital Jousting. We're not playing any of that. Get it out your head. I keep telling you that.
I wanna play Super Space Waifu Flat Justice.
Oh God. So, all right. So I want to ask you, Icy.
Yeah.
When I had to go to the hospital for my chest pains, that one time I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy in there.
Yeah.
Sitting there with a gunshot wound to his shoulder, still bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a sheriff sitting beside him.
Yeah.
I don't know how long he was in there. I know he was in there before I got there.
Well, if the sheriff's sitting on the side of him, he's probably, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Probably going to jail after he gets fixed.
Or needing a statement or something. I don't know. No, but you're probably right. He's going to jail.
Probably going to jail.
Well, it kind of weirded me out that I sat there for about 20, 30 minutes. Well, I say 20, 30. Yeah, 20, 30 minutes after a couple of hours. And they took me in the back and he was still sitting there. And, like, this dude has a gunshot wound in his shoulder. Why are they not taking him in the back and they're taking me?
Because to understand the emergency rooms do not work like regular doctor's offices. It's not like you go in there, you have an appointment at 1 o'clock and you get seen no matter what it is. Emergency rooms work in order of severity. Mm-hmm. Okay. They can cauterize his wound really quickly, even though it's still kind of bleeding. It's not bleeding out. It's not, life-threatening. You went in with chest pain. Chest pain can be anything from something musculoskeletal. It could be a heart attack. It could be a blood clot. It can be anything like that. A chest pain will trump a gunshot wound. They can stick a tampon in a gunshot wound and stop the bleeding.
Okay, so
they do it on ambulances, I was told.
That's why they took me, because I was like, this dude's got a gunshot wound.
Now, if you went in there and said, my tooth hurt, you'd have been sitting there for 5 hours while they plugged up old guy with the gunshot wound. But it's always in order of severity.
Okay,
so you go in there saying you got chest pains, you're going to be seen before old boy with the gunshot wound. If somebody comes in and, say, on an ambulance and is coding, you walking in with chest pains versus somebody coming in. Yeah, y'all never knew that. So, it depends on the brand. I personally probably would choose Tampax Super for the gunshot wounds, depending on how deep they are, because it absorbs more blood. And I want to say they use either supers or ultra supers for that. Whenever they don't have enough like gauze or cotton balls to stick in there, they'll stick tampons really quickly.
Well, I mean, that is a tampon
Like, I
job.
didn't even know that ambulances carry KY jelly. So, yeah, go
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No!
You have... In the state... I live in Louisiana. So, I'm speaking on Louisiana law. In the state of Louisiana, if you are not certified to administer first aid...
Uh-huh.
Okay? And I'm talking, like, school bus drivers, anybody. Okay? Anybody that has a vehicle that has a first aid kit. If you are not certified to perform first aid to someone else, you are not allowed to have a tube of KY jelly in your first aid kit.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm like. Tampons. Yeah, tampons. They use tampons on thing, and they use KY jelly.
The KY is what got me.
Well, they do that like if say your hand is crushed and they need to take your ring off and it won't come off right away. They'll add some KY to that and see if they can slide it off instead of cutting it. Because they will, if you're unconscious and they need to take your ring off and they can't slide it off, guess what? It's getting cut. I don't care. Tell your wife I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know they do that with your clothing too. They just
do that
scissors and gone.
Clothing. They'll do that. Anything, and it's anything to lubricate and to remove. They will take it off. So, yeah, they have KY jelly and they have tampons.
But it kind of kills me that they cut off button-up shirts. They're button up. It's already
because depending on the type of buttons, it's easier to cut than
It's
rip.
quick. That's the only reason it's quick.
It's quicker, yeah.
Yeah, rings can get stuck, but I've worn a ring a
rings
few
can get stuck.
times. It's not usually my cup of tea.
I couldn't believe it.
Used one
I
on
was
me
like,
about
if that
20
was
years
me,
ago, no
and I was
BS.
sitting in an
Damn,
emergency
man.
room, I'd be fucking offended that they would hand me this up front like that. Seriously, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here with this. I'm insulted that you hand me a payment fucking plan already.
So what would happen if you had a unruly patient like that in the ER?
You get a guard in front of your door, or depending on how unruly you are, you get strapped down to your bed.
Well, that or you could run into a very vindictive office. They'd stabilize you, get you to a point of okay, you're good to go. We're getting your discharge papers ready.
Yep.
By the way, do this, and if you don't do those things, you will probably end up back in here. But other than that, get the fuck out.
Yep.
So we know where he'd be, out the fucking door.
Yeah. And then what's the best part is, if he wanted to, say he was in there for whatever fucking reason, and he got handed that.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
they
that.
They can turn
Reed.
around. They can honestly refuse him, depending on what he's going in there for.
Shit.
If it's not life threatening, yeah, they just say
life
you can go
threatening,
somewhere else.
They're like, yeah, you can go. Because here's a not a nice story about an ER visit that when I was working in primary care that actually happened.
I mean, this is
we had a patient. She was already you're gonna hear me use abbreviations. If you need explanation, please let me know. But she was an above the knee amputee, or ABK, above knee AKA above knee amputee.
So
anyway,
a pirate.
Yeah, and she wasn't taking very good care of herself or anything, and fun story, she'd rent out her little scooter to other people for drug money, basically.
What the fuck?
She went to the emergency room on a Sunday, and she was a frequent flyer. They knew her. They knew what she was into and everything else. They did a drug screen on her because first she went into the emergency room because her toes hurt. Her toes were hurting, and they were in pain, and she was in a lot of pain. And they did a drug screen on her and found cocaine in her system. She went on a Saturday and a Sunday. Take that back. She went Saturday and Sunday. And they refused her. They refused her because she had cocaine in her system. They thought she was tripping off of the cocaine. So the doctor I work for gets to the office on Monday. She's sitting on the front steps, and she's in tears, crying. And he looks at her and sends her right back to the ER. He actually admits her. Mm-hmm. He actually admits her. And what the problem was is they were just looking at the blood screen. They weren't looking at her feet. She had gangrene on her toes.
Oh shit.
And they were turning her around all because she had cocaine in her bloodstream. They not once looked at the reason why she was going. So the fact that he said if I did this, they can turn around and refuse you for any reason they want, as long as it is like he said, as long as it is not a life-threatening situation, they can tell you to go home.
Good job, Phil. Phil, see, he'd get himself fucked up in a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. Okay, I couldn't believe it. So we wait there. How long? No, let's see. How long did?
And then on top of that, that was even funnier though, is you don't get the bill until a couple of weeks later.
Depending on their billing cycle, you may not get it till next month.
Yeah, that too. Like I know here in Virginia, it can be like 2 weeks after.
Mm-hmm. Most hospitals submit bills 1st and 15th.
Ah, I think I might have fell right there on the sweet spot.
Mm-hmm. You always do.
I know. God damn it.
Yes. How long did we wait? Did we wait?
Oh, here we go.
10 minutes? No. Did we wait 20 minutes? No. Did we wait 30 minutes? No. Did we wait 40 minutes? No. Did we wait 50 minutes? No. Did we wait an hour? No. An hour goes by. No one's come in. No nurse. No counselor. Nothing. We're just sitting there doing nothing. And we're like, well, what is this? Are we even aware of what's going on here? And at this point, she was starting to get hungry because now it's like around the time that we would normally eat or whatever. and we're like,
She's
God, this is
getting
no.
hungry.
She's getting hungry.
No, we all know he was getting hungry.
So I said this. This is me. I don't know how you handle it, Icy. But the last time my grandmother was admitted to the hospital, and through the emergency room, I was getting hungry, and I left the hospital to go to, fast food restaurant, McDonald's or something, to pick up food. And I asked her if she wanted something, and I'd bring it back. He could have done that here, right?
Not necessarily. And the
Okay.
reason I say that is because a lot of times when you're in the emergency room,
Mm-hmm.
you're what they call NPO, nothing by mouth.
Nothing. Okay.
They will not give you anything. I went to the ER for flank pain.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting thirsty. They said no. They wouldn't even give me ice chips.
God damn.
Until they figured out what was causing the pain.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times they will not give you anything unless it is, anxiety. You may be able to hedge that, but typically in the ER, unless the doctor clears it, you're NPO until either you're admitted or discharged.
Okay, so Mom might have been okay.
Yeah, she probably would have been
with no problem.
She probably would have been nothing by mouth until a doctor saw her. And, Phil's over here talking about, oh, we didn't wait, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Even though you're in the back, you're still in order of severity. Right, unless you're required. That's a perfect example of an exception.
Yeah.
Unless you are a diabetic or somebody that has to maintain like the blood sugar, especially type 1. They're pretty much, I'm hungry, I feel my blood sugar getting low. I need something, and they will bring you something. It may not be what you want. It may be a plain turkey sandwich in a glass of Sprite or something.
Funny you say turkey sandwich.
ERs are famous for plain ass turkey sandwiches and a cup of water. You don't have anything. And if you got fruit, it's probably like cantaloupe and grapes or something like that. But
you may get a cup of apple juice in one of those cafeteria containers.
The fancier ones, you'll get an apple juice. But typically it's a cup of water and a turkey sandwich.
It's funny you say turkey sandwich.
Yeah, it is very funny you say
Well, the reason I say that is because when I went bring my grandmother to the emergency room one time, I was in there for 9 hours. Excuse me. And one of the nurses is like, ma'am, are you hungry? I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. She goes, okay, I'll be right back. And she literally comes in with a cup of water and a turkey sandwich.
Just enough to keep you okay.
Just enough to edge off the hunger. But yeah, unless you have a medical diagnosis like type 1 diabetes, you're NPO. You're nothing by mouth. It doesn't matter how hungry you are, how thirsty you are. Unless a doctor says, okay, fine, she can have something, you're not getting anything.
But that still doesn't say anything for him. He could have left and got something.
He could have easily walked out of there, went to the vending machines and got him something to eat out of the vending machines. But he's also complaining about time, like I said. And that's, even though you're in the back and in a room, how do you know a car accident didn't happen and people that are being brought in with
hey, John Valentine,
critical, in critical condition? There could be somebody coming in with an actual heart attack going on. There could be a stroke coming in. There's more important things going on besides you.
I've been in there.
Possibly.
I've been in there where it was so full, they had patients in the actual hallway because all the rooms were full.
That happened a lot in COVID. If the COVID wards would be full, they'll either leave you in a room in the emergency room, or you were in the hall.
Yeah, this was before COVID, thankfully.
Oh yeah,
it was still like insane how the halls, you had beds lined up in the halls, and doctors and nurses just running around to each person, And
your
of course,
bigger hospitals are like that. Like if it's considered a level 1 trauma center, like in New Orleans, it's University Medical Center in New Orleans is considered a level 1. That means if you have a gunshot wound, that's where you want to go, no matter. You want to be airlifted there too.
Oh, see, that's the same here where I live at.
Considering
we're number 1
she
trauma.
was pretty much sedated, She is calm. She's not having any issues. You're at the bottom of the list, Leanna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're at the bottom of the list.
But he's not. He can just go at will. Like, and then on top of that, the time he's talking about, he could go to the cafeteria and pick up something. Yeah,
if the cafeteria is open or if they have a little bistro or something, he could only go get him something to eat and come back.
Well, this was early afternoon too, because this is in Washington, and he's saying this is about the time we'd have dinner, which means between day and night
get your ass up out of the fucking bed and go to the cafeteria and go get you something to eat.
Exactly.
Stupid fucking piece of shit.
Exactly. Well, it gets better. It gets better.
So good. Now we'll be starving, or we have to figure out what's going on. So I said, okay, let me leave and go find someone. So I leave the room and I walk down the hallway, and there's like a desk at the end of this emergency room hallway. And I say to the girl there, "Oh, excuse me, my girlfriend, or room 28, and she had a panic attack. They drugged her, and we need to know what's going on. We're wondering, is there a counselor coming or whatever? Because we're in the dark. We're just standing here. We're not even sure what's going on." And the girl literally looks at me like this and says, "I don't know, and no one here knows anything." I was like, "Wow, what great help, right?" But she's
so
that's bullshit.
Where would you even be for that type of response?
Wow.
That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit.
Well, I don't know, and nobody here knows anything. Like what?
I had said he had to have walked off to a completely different department. That wasn't the ICU. That wasn't the ER.
Exactly.
We're looking general hospital.
Something
or radiology, something,
because this makes no goddamn sense.
Like the little animation just showed. He was in a fucking gift shop.
Yeah.
Like this.
He was in the cafeteria.
He was looking for the cafeteria. He was looking for the cafeteria, fat ass, and he went into the gift shop. Hey, you could have bought candy in the gift shop. They do sell candy in the gift shop.
Hey, a little Snickers bar
I used to
will
buy
do
a whole bunch
wonders.
of now and laters and go back to my office because we were right across the street from the emergency room.
I bought Snickers.
So go back to the room and press the call button. Then a nurse will show up, and the nurse will be able to tell you what's going on. Okay.
See that right
Why
there?
you didn't do that in the first fucking place, you dumbass?
Not only that, you're only really supposed to push the button in case of there's an actual emergency happening.
Well, no, you can push the button. They tell you for whatever you need, even if it's not a life-threatening emergency. If you need a nurse, you have a question. If you're in an emergency room and you have to go potty, depending on what you're in there for, anxiety, you're probably gonna be piss test. So they're probably waiting for urine. So or blood work or something. You're gotta press the nurse button, the call button, so the nurse can come in there, see what's going on, and say, "Hey, look, hey, I gotta pee." Okay, well, fine. Here's a little cup. Go pee. Or hey, okay, the bath. They may have to help you to the bathroom depending on what you're there for. But the nurse call button is there if you have any questions, if you need anything. He could have got his fucking turkey sandwich with cold iced water. He could have ate. I mean, call the fucking nurse, you dumbass.
This is Phil we're talking about.
Like I said, dumbass.
I'm not making it up. She actually said that to me. No one here knows anything. Okay. This is great. I know you're loving this story. I'm loving this story. Okay. So then, I go back to the room. I tell Leanna, listen, you're going to have to buzz to find out what the hell's going on here. So she buzzes, and we wait.
See, now, that to me, if I came into your ER room and said that to you, Icy, that just sounds disrespectful to me.
Oh, and then don't be disrespectful to the hospital staff, because some can be very petty.
Well, I'm just saying, like, the way he said that to his then, now in this situation, girlfriend, I just feel if I walked in there and said, Icy, you're just going to hit the button to find out what the fuck's going on here. It sounds disrespectful, because first off, you're already in the ER. So there's
and not only
already
that,
an
when you
issue
put in the room, they tell you to buzz. The nurse comes in. You wait there for about, maybe, I think when I was in the ER for my side pain, I was there maybe 10 minutes, and the nurse came walking in, and they introduced themselves. Hey, if you need anything, press the button. So I guarantee you, Panda knew to press the fucking button. Phil, in his fat acidness, decided he didn't want to do anything and go run around and like trope around the hospital and find something to eat, which he could probably
I've already pressed the button, Phil. Just wait. The nurse will come. No, I'm hungry now.
Now.
Right. Follow your fucking nose, Phil. Find the cafeteria.
Exactly, Reap. Even I know that.
Mm-hmm.
We wait about 5 minutes. It wasn't too bad. Nurse comes in. Woman, she says, "What's wrong? What's going on?" And Leanna says, "Well, no." She's so groggy. She can barely talk. She's like, "Oh, nothing. I just want to know what's happening here. Are we waiting for a counselor, a doctor, or whatever?" And the woman looks at us with like a look of scorn, right? A look of scorn. And she's like, "You've only been here like an hour and a half, and we have other patients." And I'm like, "What kind of fucking place is this?"
Ah, Phil.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Oh, go for it. That's why I brought you
No,
on.
you're in a fucking hospital emergency room. Oh my god. Anyway, continue.
I was gonna say, if it's only
Exactly,
been an hour,
Reeve. You talk shit about hospital personnel, they will find a way to be petty and take it out on you. Just saying. But no, you're in a hospital emergency room. You dumbass. Continue.
Well, it's like what's funny about this is I would say if you're in the hospital for less than 4 hours, you've already broke a record.
Right?
Like when I went, I was in there
the
for
ER
at least
for 9
6
hours with my grandmother. 9.
Yeah. I was in there for a day with my grandmother. Like we were in there the entire fucking day. So it's like hour and a half. I'm like, yo, I'm living large right now.
like you're gonna talk down to the patient who's been waiting an
I
hour
step
and a half,
on a
and no one's
landline. I
coming
see
to tell her
gonna
the
have
status of what's going on. And she asks him, "You get angry?" And I'm like, "What the hell?" So I said, "Listen," I said, "we're both hungry. She needs food. She hasn't eaten today." So the woman says, "Okay, I'll go get you some food." So she leaves. She comes back with a turkey sandwich. It's like turkey.
There you go.
Turkey sandwich.
The turkey sandwich and water. Yay!
On
oh, it's
rye
better than
bread
that.
Yeah.
With a piece of lettuce and a piece of cheese and like a packet of mustard and a couple saltines and a apple juice and like a little. The apple juice looked like it was like a yogurt cup. I've never even seen apple juice stored like that before. And a string cheese. Now,
all right, so I want you to pay.
He got more food than most people get when they say they're hungry in the ER.
I want you to.
The fact that he got lettuce and tomato on his turkey sandwich is.
I got nothing on mine. I just got the mustard and the turkey. That's all I got.
I literally got bread, turkey, a packet of mayo, a packet of mustard, and a cup of water. And the fact that he even got a juice in one of those little cuppy things and a string cheese and crackers, motherfucker, you better be kissing the ground that nurse walks on. Because she went in there and found all that shit. It wasn't sitting on a tray. It wasn't sitting on a tray or anything. She went find that for you.
I want you to pay close attention to this. Just pay
take stock of what he got.
Yeah, so you
complete
have the inventory right now.
Yeah.
Just listen.
Now, Leanna hates string cheese, and Leanna wasn't super hungry for like a sandwich, so she ate some saltines. Good, she got something in her, and there was water there too. I gave her water. She didn't want the apple juice, so we gave her the apple juice or whatever. All right.
And you ate everything else.
Wow.
Wow. Why do I think this is actually how this happened? Hey, honey, here, I know, you're drugged up and all. And I don't want to upset your stomach. Here's some saltines, and I'll eat the turkey sandwich and everything else. Yeah, which is dry as fuck. Here, you have the saltines in the water, crackers and water. I'll take the apple juice, the turkey sandwich, and the string cheese because, I care. Motherfucker, you don't care. So you probably gave her bread and water at the house, and crackers is an upgrade.
So this is when I said my comment earlier. He, instead of saying we're hungry, can you get us some food? couldn't he have asked that nurse at that time, is it okay if I go out and get her some food?
Yeah, he could have asked for that. And honestly, depending on when the visit is,
Mm-hmm.
some hospitals may do this. I'm not sure. I know the bigger, nicer hospitals, not where I'm living, but a little further north in the more ritzier place, with the snobby areas.
Yeah.
Specific time.
Sometimes if you're lucky, and the nurse is feeling extremely generous, they may actually be able to get you a tray of the food that they actually serve on the floor, depending.
Ah.
But typically, yeah, that's what that is. No, he decided he was going to give her the cheese and the crackers and water, and he decided to eat all that.
Exactly, Val.
At any point, because he is not the person that's being seen by the doctor in the ER, he could have left.
Yeah, and I was asking at that particular point, if the nurse was getting the food, he could just like, can I go get her something and bring it back?
Yeah, he could have asked her. He could have said, is it okay if I go get her food out from outside, even if it's from a vending machine, like a bag of chips or something?
So, yeah.
And they could have looked at what she was in there for and see if she could have something like that.
Okay, so again, him just being a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he's just being an asshole.
Oh, I think you're talking about like bringing like McDonald's something like that. Oh, never mind.
You okay, man? You seem a little quick.
Exactly. In your ER, if you can eat, you can exactly, Malo. Exactly. If the doctor has deemed, or the nurse, whatever you're in there for, if they've deemed that you can have things by mouth, they will bring you a tray from upstairs. Otherwise, you get the turkey sandwich and water, or it also depends on how busy your ER is.
Yeah, because I would have asked you what was
and how
nice
the nurse is, because if you've been mean to your nurse, Phil, you're gonna end up with the turkey sandwich no matter what you do.
It's funny how the turkey sandwich is like a punishment. Here you go, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, never piss off the hospital staff. They are petty as fuck.
Oh yeah, yes they are.
Hey Val.
Yeah, I've just been listening. Yeah, but here's the thing. This story is very funny due to the fact that he's gonna bitch. He's like, "Oh, we've been here for like 4 hours." I'm like, bitch, if you're not there for 7 hours or more, that is fast.
Hey, guy
with two names. You have to romance the nurse to get the better food. You have to promise her. Especially if it's like towards the end of their shift, because most nurses, as you know, work 12 hours. So that's 7 to 7 at night, or 7 to 7 in the morning. Mm-hmm. So if it's in the morning, well, they're like at dinner time, so it's probably shift change at 7. So the nurse you probably just got that turkey sandwich from is probably pissed, tired, and hungry herself. And you're telling her, and you're being a bitchy patient. Oh yeah, you lucky you got a turkey sandwich with lettuce and tomato.
Now here's the funny thing. Again, if he went out for food, usually a hospital, they'll have like little restaurants and
exactly. They either have like a little they have the cafeteria. They'll have a bistro. They'll have vending machines. They'll have all sorts of shit all over the hospital.
No. I mean outside for like when employees have like lunch or.
Oh, see, ours doesn't.
It's like out in the boonies or something?
No, our hospital, even though it's a #1 trauma center, there is no outside places. It's you just have the food court and that's it.
Oh, so when they're closed, you're fucked.
You have to go out.
Some hospitals do have actual restaurants, like.
Oh yeah.
What's up, JDX the kid?
Just to give you an example, in New Orleans, by University Medical Center, they have actual food trucks in the back of the hospital that will come and park to feed the staff. Yeah. You go to downtown New Orleans, where Tulane, which is one of the bigger medical centers, and it's a very, very good medical school. They actually have restaurants close by, if not on the campus itself.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. The hospital I go to usually, there's like like 20 stores and delis. Then you have the McDonald's, you have the Popeyes, you have the Taco Bell, you have the IHOP. I mean, there's
Shit, I
restaurants all over that
wish.
place.
We don't have none of that. Ours, you just fucked. They don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
Now we wait again. We're waiting and waiting. So anyway, I forgot to tell you before the nurse left.
But yeah, the
counselor's
staff.
coming,
Oh
you
no,
just have
I've
to wait.
worked in hospitals. I used to do the food service over there. No, you do not mess with certain things.
I generally try not to piss off my medical staff because, I'm asking them to take care of me.
I mean, I'm there. I'm like, no, it's not that they have to take care of you. I'm like, you're there. So don't piss them off because you're a bit of an asshole. So it's like,
because
okay.
they will knock you down even further down the list because you were an asshole. They'll make you wait.
Oh,
depending
man,
on severity.
Oh man, a pregnant mother just came in, and baby's crowning. I'm sorry.
Oh wait! I still gotta take my lunch break. I'll see y'all. Wait, what?
No, Aqua. A pregnant woman comes in. She's crowning. We need your bed. Get the hell off. Get the hell off.
Oh shit!
Yeah. It's like you're not an emergency. You're not that much of an emergency. You're here for psychological. Take this chair here. We need this bed. I've had that happen.
We need this bed. We need this room. You're gonna go. We need you to go back out in the lobby.
Yep.
Oh.
You have to wait because there's other people here. I'm like, wow.
Hold up.
Yeah, right there. He got told there are other people here.
So anyway, I forgot to tell you before the nurse left. She said the counselor is coming. You just have to wait. You have to wait because there's other people here. I'm like, wow. Thanks.
I mean, yes, you're in the ER. There's a lot of people in there.
In 9 out of 10, depending on how big the hospital is, the counselor that he's talking about is probably a psychologist, or a psychiatrist. They're not typically on staff. They have to actually be called, and they have to drive in.
It's funny. We were
They're
talking
on
about
call.
that they have to call them in.
Last time.
They're on call. They're not there waiting for a psych patient to walk in. They're on call, and God knows where the hell they live. They have to drive there. So now you have to worry about traffic and everything else. And if the nurse really wanted to be a bitch,
damn John,
she can turn around and tell the doctor that, hey, we might have to PEC her.
Ooh.
Which is basically putting her in the psych ward for 72 hours.
Observation.
For observation. And we may have to send her off to an actual facility.
Mm-hmm. That takes much longer too.
Yes.
Damn.
She could be in a facility for a week.
Yeah, because
we wait for the.
Oh, here we go.
I had a breakdown, and that's what happened to me. I was there for a long time before they came to pick me up.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fun psych story before you continue. Fun psych story. When I was working for the doctor I worked at, we had a patient that went to the ER. She had a complete mental breakdown. She was threatening the nurses to scalp them and make wigs out of their hair. She said that she was pregnant, but none of our medical instruments were advanced enough technologically wise to detect her pregnancy because she was pregnant for an alien.
It's God's child now.
Basically. And she threatened the nurses with complete annihilation. What else did she threaten?
Sounded like she was off her rocker.
Oh, she was very much off her rocker. So they wound up PECing her, and she was in a facility for months. And fast forward, I think like 4 months into her stay at this facility, we get a voicemail at work from her begging our doctor to get her released, and she will give birth to a baby lion and give it to him if he got her out the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one you just drug.
To be fair, it's a pretty good offer.
Oh yeah.
I get a baby lion? Oh man.
Oh damn.
Yeah, she will personally give birth to.
Wait, I'll get a human lion hybrid. The
Yes.
cat girls are real.
Oh hell, god damn it. Mako
Yes.
centaur babies. Oh damn it.
But yeah, she was like, "I'll give you a baby lion if you get me out of here."
Wow.
It would have been more enticing if she said, "I'll make sure that the little alien is a lizard and we'll name it Yoshi."
But yeah, she was threatening to scalp the nurses, to make a wig out of their hair, to complete annihilation. She says no one can touch her, only God can. She was
Oh, man,
God's
sounds like
right hand
Phil.
person. Oh yeah, she was complete mental break. And like I said, I think the way they found her, she was walking down the street naked, high on coke.
It's always coke.
Well, coke is.
As the immortal Rick James said, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That is true. That is true.
Yep.
Hey, Mr.
Rowdy
Rowdy,
Boo.
how are you doing?
How you doing, Rowdy Boober? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Counselor, what do you think? Do we wait an hour and a half? Yeah, well, no, longer than that. We wait an hour and 40.
Wait, did he say yeah, no?
Yeah. You have to wait for
Yeah,
other
no.
people here. Wow. Thanks. How long did we wait for the counselor? What do you think? Did we wait an hour and a half? Yeah, well, no, longer than that. We wait an hour and 45 minutes? Okay, maybe we waited 2 hours? Yeah, no, longer than that. Almost 2.5 fucking hours we sat there. Okay? Waiting for a counselor to come into the room. The counselor was an elderly woman. You could tell she was probably in her 60s.
That's good. I'm doing all right.
Comes in.
Basehead.
2 pieces of paper. Okay, she comes in. Hi, how you doing? Are you in pain? No, that's good. You're still having anxiety? No, that's good. Okay. They gave you some drugs, right? Yeah, okay, that's why you're calm. That's why you're woozy. It's because you're on the drugs. So here's 2 pieces of paper explaining what anxiety attacks are. Have you ever had an anxiety attack before? And I'm like, so they admitted her, or they didn't admit her, they bring her into the emergency room, they administered a drug, and no one even asked her when she was brought in anything at all. They had no basic information whatsoever about this thing. She'd been sitting there for 2.5 hours. She might have been having a life-crippling anxiety attack where she's gonna fucking, lose her mind and be mentally lose her shit. And
hey, Pope
she comes
Bisbot,
in,
how you
"Did you ever
doing?
have an anxiety attack before?" She's like, "Yes." Are they usually like this? Well, I have them, but this is the worst one I've ever had. Oh. Well, do you have a doctor? Yeah. A primary care physician? Yeah. Well, we recommend that you go see your doctor then. I'm like, oh my God, are you fucking?
Hey, Lunar Guardian.
Are you fucking for real? Okay. Then she says, so, there are different ways that we can help with stuff like this. Primarily, what it is we recommend you don't take any drugs at all. You just wait it out. Okay. Now, obviously, just waiting it out doesn't work in the situation that Leanna was in, to the point where they called the paramedics. The paramedics recommended drugging her. So this woman is obviously a fucking buffoon. Okay.
No, that's not how it works.
Thank you. That's not how it works.
An anxiety attack has triggers, Phil.
And the paramedics wouldn't be the one giving her the medicine.
Exactly. They're taking her to the ER to be checked to see if there's anything they can give her, because they have to go through her records first to see if it's going to be conflicting to anything that she may have physically or mentally. That's why all the tests are done, despite the fact even having a notable record. You can't. The reason they say just wait it out is to see if the trigger slowed down enough for it to pass quickly. Sometimes
this psychiatrist doesn't know Leanna. This is someone that was just brought in because, hey, we have someone who had a massive panic attack.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you have a primary? Well, yeah, I do. Well, they probably know what's wrong with you. They know everything about you.
And not only that, one of the biggest things is even after you go to the ER and you go to, it doesn't matter what it is.
That's true.
They will always punt you back to your primary care doctor. Mm-hmm. If it's something cardiac, they will say, okay, you need to follow up with your primary care doctor, but here's a list of heart doctors that I would recommend you see.
Exactly.
And if it's something mental like this, they would say, okay, yeah, you need to go see your primary care doctor, but here's a list of psychologists or psychiatrists that we recommend you see.
That is true, Rowdy.
It's not. They're not
job
like I
to
said
do
earlier.
everything.
Exactly. And like I said earlier, they're not going to sit there and hand you a Xan bar. They're not going to give you the max dose of Xanax just because you have an anxiety attack. Like you said, it can be triggered. I had a panic attack. What settled me down? Go and drive.
Mm-hmm.
Getting out of the situation and, and breathing and relaxing and just out of it. And then I came back and I was fine.
No, see, what she's not telling you, it was my soothing voice.
I had one once at work. You know what I did? I told everyone to fuck off, give me 20 minutes. I go into a freezer, sit on my knees, and just breathe with my eyes closed.
Exactly.
I told him, just get away from me for a few minutes.
I've been blessed to never have an anxiety attack.
Oh, lucky you. Lucky you.
That's why I said blessed, because
it's not a fun thing. It's actually, even though you're freaking out, it's a very scary situation as well, because your mind is going 1,000 miles a second.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're
hyperventilating. You don't know what to do. Your brain, like you said, your brain is going 1,000 miles a minute. You're starting to get hot. You're starting to get sweaty. You're starting to really just want to get out of your skin.
Yeah, basically, you just want to shut down. You want to go away. You want to hide in a corner. You want the people to go away. You want the lights off. You want no noise. Basically, it's just like you just have to have an escape. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's definitely no fun. I've had my own issues, but anxiety was not one of them. Mine was. Mine was. What would you call it? Icy, a spirit crusher.
Yeah. You had your soul crushed.
Yeah, that was when my grandmother died in my arms, and that damn there destroyed me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that was not a fun time.
That was definitely not a fun time.
Yeah, I think for me the biggest point when I had an attack was the first time I was on the line in the kitchen for dinner service. I got so overwhelmed, I froze. I couldn't even breathe. I was blacking out. So one of the waitresses noticed when they went for an order that I was standing there, like not doing anything, and they're just asking, "Are you okay? Are you all right?" And I'm like, it took a bit, but I got out. But just to be so emotionally overwhelmed with certain things, worry or fear or anything, it just it speeds you up, it locks you up, and it can physically hurt as well.
Yeah, see, when I worked at Hardee's, we had an older gentleman there that worked in the back. He wasn't all there, but sometimes some of the people would like to push him a little too hard, and I understand. Once you start getting busy, it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
and
in kitchens,
he almost started to break down, and I was like, "Hey, man," I said, "I'll tell you what," I said, "Go ahead, grab you some juice or soda or whatever, just chill in the back for a couple of minutes, come back when you're ready." And my boss is like, "Ice, we need the food. I'm like, "Look, I got a problem back here. That's more important. You can yell at me all you want after. I can't deal with someone actually breaking down on the back like that."
Exactly.
I'd rather they pull themselves from it, like you said, let them grab something to drink and just chill. I can make the food, I can drop the buns, I can do all that and make the food and drop fries as needed. And of course I did get yelled at for that, because they're like, "Well, where's the other person?" I'm like, "Look, they were about to just fucking snap." And I don't want that, because nobody needs to see that. And then
it's embarrassing too for the person as well. It's very embarrassing just to have a breakdown like that.
Yeah, and then he wound up having a breakdown a couple of days later, but I don't know what the trigger was, because we weren't doing anything. But I mean, a trigger can be literally anything. A thought can be the damn trigger. But it was. I hope he's all right. I haven't heard anything from him forever now, but.
Okay. So then she said, So typically you should just wait it out, but you know, there's other ways you could do if it's
Off
something
topic.
that happens all the time.
Diablo 4 is available.
I know I'm downloading it.
Yep, I'm updating too.
I'm gonna have to update. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update mine too.
Do antidepressants, and that's a long-term medication. But since it doesn't happen all the time with you, usually we just have this what we call kind of an emergency pill, where if you ever have a bad attack, you could just pop the pill, almost like an EpiPen. It's like an emergency issue where if you have an allergic reaction, you pop yourself with that EpiPen and it solves the problem. So same thing here. You have a problem.
I'm sorry, but Leanna there didn't stab him in the right space. She needed to stab him in the eye.
Exactly.
Nothing.
He
got wailed out today. That's all that really happened, Boomer.
Stab him in the forehead.
Well, no, there's too much skull there. You know, he is a grug, so he has a harder skull than most. You get him in the eye. It goes right to the bloodstream.
I would have normally said stab him between the legs, but then that would have gave him a little bit more than what he already has. So you know that wouldn't work.
Yeah, you missed nothing today. You know, it's just the. Oh, here's the part that's coming up though. This is where I made my statement. And it's coming up.
But obviously she goes, but we don't recommend you do that all the time because as you can see, you are tired and loopy, and you don't want to be that all the time, right? And I'm like, this is the most like stupid. What's the word I'm looking for? Patronizing woman I've ever heard in my life. She's given zero useful information whatsoever, and we waited 2.5 fucking hours for her. Okay.
All right, so this I said. Nobody wants to be a zombie, be zombified all the fucking time.
And she's being calm with her because the last thing Leanna needs is someone being aggressive or sounding irritated with her.
Yeah.
Exactly. The last thing you need to do is trigger another attack, and that's what she's trying to prevent. And
that's why she is sounding incredibly calm, trying to sound very passive about things, and that
mellow.
Yeah, trying to keep everything mellow.
And that's why whenever you talk to a therapist, they're not like, "So, hey, Ice, how you doing?" You know, they're like, "So, Ice, so tell me how you're doing.
I'm doing terrible, Doc.
Day?
Ah, it's shitty, Doc.
You know, well, let's talk about it."
I thought about becoming an airplane.
They're not hyper. They're not high energy. They're not trying to hype you up. They're trying to talk, like you said, Aqua, in a normal, calm tone, so they don't trigger anything. They don't want to raise your anxiety. They don't want to make anything happen because the next thing you know, you're going to be PEC'd and your ass is going to be in a facility for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And then on top of that, where he's sitting there saying nothing useful, and I said, you don't want to be a zombie. You want to see a zombie? Look at a kid on Ritalin. That they just
look at
stuck
Ritalin.
on Ritalin.
Ritalin's the world's worst for that because there are so many parents that through the 80s and 90s stuck their child on Ritalin when they had ADHD, and they were complete zombies. I'm not saying that, not Ritalin for everybody is not necessarily that way, but there's, everybody reacts different to different medications, but in the same breath, that was the biggest and the most common complaint about Ritalin, and that's why now there's like some people work better instead of Ritalin. They'll give them Adderall. They'll give them what's another one? I'm trying to think. My doctor never really gave out mental. They'll give him Prozac.
Yeah, I've used that before.
Zoloft is another one. Lexapro is like your weak version. Now you can take it every day. It's like they're starting out. There's so many different other ones out there now. But hell, my dog was on Prozac. My dog was on Prozac for a little bit. And yeah, there were times during that period in my life that I was like, maybe I should snag one from my dog. But
damn,
they were only $10 from Walmart.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I see. When I used to be in the institution, their major go-to was lithium.
Ooh, that's heavy duty. That's heavy duty, and that requires blood work a lot.
No, this was a hospitalized institution. So
yeah,
with
I'm
the
surprised
patient.
they didn't.
With,
I'm surprised they didn't give you a lot of blood tests because I know you have to
No,
watch your lithium levels. If I'm not
no,
mistaken.
they do. They do. Basically,
Mhm.
as soon as you come in, they give you like 30 blood tests because they have their own lab there.
Yeah.
So they did like 30 tests when you show up, and every time they had to give it to you, they'd have to at least give you 24 hours before doing another round of tests.
Yeah, because they got to make sure your lithium levels are not too high.
Yeah,
damn.
but with that one injection, you are out. You are out.
You're
Damn.
done.
Yeah. You just sit in
Maybe,
the
maybe somebody can sneak into Phil's place and give him a shot of lithium.
Damn.
You're just you're in the chair with your eyes open, glazed over, and drooling on yourself.
It's time for an eyes wide open nap.
No, I remember that happening to me once, and I'm like, where am I? After I came out of it, it's like you're in the patient room. It's like, how long have I been here? It's like you've been out of it for about 2-3 days. I'm like, how much did they give me?
Fucking Doc,
Right.
both arms. Come on, both arms. Let's do it again. I need to get that yellow doorway over there with the dwarf man. Let's go.
By the way, I'm not done yet, but I want to give a shout out to Smart Weirdo 95 who did a 2,000 bit cheer. Thank you, Smart Weirdo 95. He says, "I've been watching since I was in middle school. Now I'm in college. Thanks for entertaining me over the years." Thank you very much, Smart Weirdo. That's very appreciated. 2,000 bit cheer. Obviously, the cheerleader
What the
today
fuck?
Stream. Okay. Okay. So she literally says, "Okay, well, I'm done. See you later." And she starts walking out the door. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going to happen now? Are we still staying? Or are you going to get a doctor? What's going to happen here? And she says, I guess I'll go talk to the doctor. And then she leaves. All right.
I mean, hearing that, it's like you just want to tell him, go fuck yourself. Like,
Panda dodged a bullet. That's all I got to say. Panda dodged a bullet.
she did, and I'm going to say, I'll wait till we get to the part.
American healthcare, ladies and gentlemen. What a great system we have, right?
I love how this fat son of a bitch is complaining about American healthcare system.
When you don't follow it yourself, you literally
Exactly.
have Bell's palsy or some shit going on with your face. You probably got carpal tunnel or had a stroke because of the numbness from what I've heard. So yeah, motherfucker, talk about the American health system. Please tell me.
Adding zombie rot for them picking at his flesh.
Yes,
Thank you.
because he got fucking nasty scabs.
You got necrosis.
He's got
Oh my
something.
God.
Oh, he
Guess
was
how long
talking
have we
about that
waited?
today,
how
scratching
long
his
have we
hand.
waited?
Oh, my hand's so itchy again.
Why are you
Get
telling your
lotion for
audience
your
that?
Fucking psoriasis, you asshole.
Like, why are you telling your audience that? Like, you should never be telling your audience shit like that.
Hi guys, I have an itchy asshole today.
He probably would tell us.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah,
I'm suffering
would.
from hemorrhoids.
yeah, he tells that too.
Well, yeah,
Oh
he
my
would
God.
definitely tell
Oh, they
everyone
did?
about that he
Okay.
had hemorrhoids because then it would turn into, guys, I need money for the hemorrhoid cream.
I
hammer.
need some.
Mhm.
You guys, I know I have 2 big bills coming up, but I really need this preparation age for the hemorrhoids I have going on because
Yep.
I'm not eating enough fiber and I'm straining so hard when I shit. Besides the next door neighbor who decided, while Cat's out with, Tyrone, Daquan next door has been railing me out from behind. So I need some,
I hear
some
that,
preparation
Bree.
age to help out.
Daquan.
Jaquad.
Hey,
goddamn.
About another 20 minutes, I would say.
20
About another
minutes?
20 minutes, we just sat around doing nothing. So now for a grand...
I mean, you're in a hospital. First off, what are you going to do in a hospital? I see. Do you have PlayStation or something in your hospital that we don't know about?
Maybe in a children's hospital they have that. But your typical hospital, bring your damn cell phone, play a game, watch YouTube, something.
No, children's unit usually is for weekends. They'll bring out the video game system because they do have schooling in their intensive psychiatric. So, yeah.
It's just like, he's like, oh, it's boring. We do sitting around doing nothing. It's a fucking hospital.
Hmm.
Turn on the TV. And the thing that kills me, okay, emergency rooms have them. You have a TV. You could turn the bitch on and just watch something.
This
Exactly.
was the era of MP3s. You could have just had a thing of music, you know, with a
Yeah.
plug. Just plug it in to keep it charged every so often.
Yeah, so I mean,
Bring a handheld game. Shit. Bring your Game Boy.
yeah.
So we've
Something.
been in this place for almost 3 hours. Okay, almost 3
Th-
whole hours.
3 hours.
3 hours?
Bro, if you were in there for 3 hours and you finally got somebody here, oh my god, you're great.
No, a total of 3 hours and they're ready to go. That's nothing.
Yeah, that's
Nothing.
That is
I
shit.
remember being sick once. Sick. I didn't know what I had. I was terrible. They did their tests and everything. They said, okay, you can go home. That's after 12 hours.
Man, 3 hours. I'd have been tap dancing my ass out the hospital.
Again, it's not 7 hours or more. It's quick, especially for an ER.
Yeah, like that's the longest I've been in the ER was 4 hours for mine. And that was, I went in, my longest portion was when they got me in the back. I ended up falling asleep. And they woke me up, the doctor talked to me, said they were going to take some chest x-rays. I wound up falling back asleep. Then they woke me up like 10 minutes later. And I asked, I was like, well, do you want me to just walk over there? They're like, no, we have to wheel you over there. It's like, fuck, I can walk. But
No,
alright.
no, it's policy in case a patient, if they're walking, if they fall and injure themselves, they can be sued.
Yeah,
So
I know.
they have to wheel either in a wheelchair or on the bed.
Yeah, I know. This is one of the things when you can walk and you're just like, man, I feel useless right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ice would never be cucked by DSP or Subaru, man. I guarantee you. If Ice is gonna be cucked, by anybody, it's gonna be like somebody really hot. Not that.
Look, she already says she's leaving me for Geralt of Rivia. All right, you know,
Yeah,
that's already happening.
Crazy.
Here's the thing. It's like Ice knows it's going to be Geralt. He's like, I'm okay with this.
No, it's I can tell you right. It's Geralt, Ezio Auditore, and Marcus Phoenix. I already know who it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, my girlfriend, she says if she ever does that to me, it's going to be with another girl. That's it. And again, I'm okay with that. But
yeah, I would totally leave him for Geralt of Rivia. and if I was gonna leave him and fuck another girl, it would be Yennefer. So there you go.
Look, and here's the thing: Lisa's someone hotter. Like I can't argue that. You know, it's like if she went.
yeah.
It's like if she went and fucked
Hell,
Henry
I would
Cavill
leave
when
him
he
for,
was Geralt. I wouldn't be upset about
what's
it.
What's his face? The guy that plays him on the Netflix. I can't.
Yeah,
think
that's
of
what I
his
say.
name.
Henry Cavill.
No,
Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. I will leave him for Henry Cavill. But
I wouldn't be mad at you.
about-
I'd be like, hey, that's a good looking dude right there.
Yeah, he's hot.
Hey, and he has good hobby interests.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now you guys
Like,
here.
I've already told Ice, as far as video, if I had my perfect like gangbang video game realm, is gonna be Marcus Phoenix, Ezio Auditore, and Geralt from the video games. But then he knows also that if it was a real life thing, it would be, and I'm gonna name people. Y'all have no idea who I'm talking about. Ice does, but it would be Henry Cavill, Jason Momoa. I watch Bollywood movies, so here comes the people y'all don't know. Shah Rukh Khan, Hrithik Roshan, and what's his name? Sunil Shetty.
So, the Justice League and like
Bollywood actors, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. I will
There you
admit,
go.
Jason Momoa is a good species of
He
male.
has a hot ass. Oh my god! When he turned around and he showed off his bare ass in Hawaii one day, when him and some other dude were like in the little thong flap thingy, I was like, ooh.
ooh.
I was like, ooh.
I'm glad y'all could not see my face right now. God damn it!
Ice will
man,
tell you,
GGs.
it's like
I know, right?
GG's all around. But yeah, those would be the guys. You know, I'm sorry. And if it's a girl, it'd be Yennefer from
Witcher.
you know, it'd be Yennefer from Witcher 3.
But here, I want to point this out too, since we're all.
I mean,
sitting
who
here
else?
laughing.
I mean, you fuck on a unicorn. Come on now.
You can't beat that. You can't
I
fucking
would
beat
fuck
that.
on a unicorn.
But here's the funny thing about this, though. We're laughing and we're joking about this.
No, here's the funny part about it all. Is Ice and I have a very big disagreement. I think Yennefer is amazing. I don't like Trish. Yeah, I don't like Trish. Yeah, I don't like Trish. He likes Trish. He doesn't really care for Yennefer.
It's all about Trish.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck what you heard. It's all about Trish.
No.
Well, she's the nice one. She's the nice one. Yennefer is.
What kind of discussion you want? I don't know, Pope. I don't know.
Oh, Ice, now it's your time for your 3 ladies. Thank you, Pope. Trish is overrated. It is all about you.
No, Trish was a ride or die bitch.
Thank you, Pope.
For Geralt from the beginning. Well, actually, not the beginning because it was Yennefer in the beginning. But when he lost his memory, it was Trish. But it was Trish all the way. Although Yennefer got fucked because Yennefer molded Geralt into the man he is, and Trish got to like live off of that. So I get it.
I love Pope now. Just saying.
My 3 ladies.
So
yeah, your 3 ladies.
Wasn't this video when Leanna got sent to the hospital?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is what
that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard worse things about this story, like an aftermath, the way he tries to retell this whole thing.
Oh yeah, I'm purposely waiting till the end.
Not the hospital story, but something that it was after they broken up.
Yeah, I'm purposely waiting till the end of this.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he wants my reaction to everything that's going on.
I want her reaction
in
to
the
this
medical
first.
industry.
Oh, you want to know what's funny? I made 2 videos in the past. Was like, not even close to 4,000. It's like that's fine. I'm not in it for views, but it feels like, oh, look at this video. It's so good. I'm so tempted to be like, and just show off all my videos. It's like thousands.
Yeah, because you're dude. As I said before, we are literal dirt on the bottom of his shoe. And the majority of detractors get way more views than him.
Yeah,
a 200,000 plus channel, and he struggles to even get 500 views.
Yeah, and I have 2,000 subscribers, and yet I can pull off more.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't be, and Ice will tell you, I say this all the time. If it wouldn't be for the detractors, he would have nothing.
Exactly. No, I've already said that. I've always thought that.
Yeah,
for
a lot of us.
Yeah.
A lot of the detractors.
I tell him that all the time. I said because y'all are his. No, I'm not saying this in an offensive way, but y'all are his biggest fans because y'all follow him and y'all detract and y'all go. Ironically, his biggest fans. Exactly.
But the good thing is we don't give him money.
And y'all bring it out to other people that normally wouldn't find it. And Ice and I had this conversation about this, and I said, and he's like, no. I said, no, you think about it. I said, in Phil's case, any press is good press. That is, I went to school for journalism and everything else. So, any press is good press, even if it is negative. Your name is still out there. So,
any publicity.
Exactly. Any publicity is good publicity. Exactly. So, even though y'all are detracting from him, y'all bringing attention. But Phil's problem is he doesn't know how to capitalize on that.
Exactly.
And as a business major, and even as a business major, I'm going to school. And right now, I'm hopefully be finished soon. I'm going to school for communications with a business concentration. He's an actual business major. Okay, he should know how to capitalize off of this shit, and he doesn't.
No. Same thing with the memes though. Like, he got caught jerking off on May 1st. Rich even said it best. You should have made that into like merchandise.
That should have been the shirt, man. That should have been the fucking shirt right there.
To piggyback off of that. So he got caught masturbating on May 1st. Guess what the month of May is? National Masturbation Month.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
May 1st
angry.
kicks off National Masturbation Month, and guys get ready because on May 28th it is International Masturbation Day.
And then come November, it's No Nut November.
No, exactly. So there you go. But he could have, like you said, he could have easily cashed in on that. Took something like that and spun it to where he could have made money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't with anything.
Look at the quality of the content that's put out. You have people who animate his stories like this, and it becomes good. What I want to see is one day somebody does like one of his ranty stories, but bring back Puppet Phil to do it.
The dump. I want him to do the dump story.
Oh God.
Here's the thing with the dump story. Like I kind of listened to the story, but I tuned out because I was trying to rest. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna tune out. And then later on, so I got messages saying that, oh yeah, someone made a point where it's like, what's the point of the story? Shout out to a vegan. I'm like, oh no. I was like,
Did you hear the new? Did you hear the new one? The new story about it? That supposedly there's like a new barrier or something that's causing a delay when you dump your bags out, because to him he figured out that some idiot fell in. And here's the thing, Meth Bear, we know Meth Bear, right?
Yeah.
He found that dump in Renton and sent pictures. I think it was in Raven.
Oh
Raven
shit!
Of that dump, of what it looks like.
Hold on, it's in his actual chat.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. Like this is how we found out about the restraining order against Superman. Meth Bear had to find it because of his field of work. He found it. It was a limited restraining order, so the time is out on it. But nobody would have ever knew about it if Phil wasn't trying to be scummy and save face by saying, "Oh, well, the detractors didn't find out that my wife got a restraining order because her ex-boyfriend beat on her." And it's like, why would you say that?
Yeah, that's the whole thing, though. He wants to keep his personal life personal, and also get on to people saying, "Don't fucking talk about my wife. My wife did nothing to deserve this." Also, Phil. Oh, by the way, my wife has a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend. Yeah, he's such a bad person.
But the detractors speak him up, and
it's the same thing with Leanna, like this hospital story. It's like, Phil, just say that you were dealing with a personal issue. Just say that, hey, I had to go to the hospital. She wasn't doing all right.
And done. And then done. Nothing else needs to be said.
But no, he had to continue with this story.
Yeah, all that personal information is now out there.
And I'm gonna go more in depth with this. I'm gonna go more in depth with this after this video.
Yo, go right ahead.
Yeah. Finally, who comes in the room? The doctor, right? The doctor comes in and says, "Oh, let's see." No, the nurse comes back in. The same nurse that gave us the sandwich. "Oh, well, we had your blood pressure monitored this whole time. Your blood pressure looks fine. Everything looks good." She turns off all the machines. She said, "Okay, you can go." Wait, that's it? So you're not going to prescribe a medication? You're not actually going to do any tests? You're not going to do anything? We just waited.
How can you do tests? How are you going to do tests?
They don't do blood work or any type of test if you're in there for psychological reasons.
No.
Unless it's chronic. If you have chronic panic attacks, then they could do blood tests on you. Just make sure that it's nothing genetically wrong with you.
Yes, that's true.
Right.
That is true.
But not this one right here.
The only other blood test they may do, and they would do that before even all of this, is they'll turn around and if it's, like you said, if it's chronic and it's something that you've been in there repeatedly for, and they're saying, "Oh, you going in there, oh, I have a panic attack. Oh, I think I have depression. Oh, I have this." They will do a drug screen to make sure you're not on drugs.
Yes, they would do that as well.
First thing on any kind of blood testing before anything of in depth is a drug screen.
Yep. They want to make sure you're not on anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or if you are on something, they have to make sure that if they do give you anything, again, it doesn't cross just what you're already on.
Yeah.
Cross the streams.
What's up, guy?
Don't cross the streams.
All you did is
remember, if you cross the street, you're looking for attention.
For a pill, which you could have fucking done.
God damn it.
And just left her somewhere.
Right here.
All you did is you gave her a pill, which you could have fucking done, and just left her somewhere. There was no reason for her to come to the emergency room whatsoever, because they did nothing. They didn't actually help her in any way besides just give her a pill. So we wasted over 3 hours in this emergency room. That was it. That was it. And then we're like shocked. We're actually shocked that this is it. This is the whole treatment that we got.
Okay, so
first off, if she's as drugged as he said she is, she's not shocked at anything. She's just drooling on herself. And
I can attest to that.
She's drooling on herself. If she's as drugged as that, they're not. An ambulance is not just going to give you something and leave you somewhere.
Fuck no.
They have to bring
that's
you
not
to
their
hospital.
job.
This is why I said what I said.
all the paramedics will do in the fucking ambulance, they'll hook you up to make sure that your heart rate is good. They'll make sure that all your vitals are good. But also, if they are coherent enough, they will ask the patient questions.
Exactly.
How are you feeling? What caused you to faint like this? What caused you to do this? That's all they will do. They're not going to be like, oh, here's some morphine. Okay, get the fuck out of my fucking ambulance.
Yeah, and they're not. And you have to be coherent enough. Whenever, like you said, you have to be coherent enough too, that if you turn around and say, "Don't bring me to the hospital," that they are like, "Okay, she's coherent enough. We don't have to bring her." But if you say, "Don't bring me to the hospital," they gotta listen to you. They gotta listen to you. It's patient choice.
If you're coherent enough and you can actually function, then they won't take you to the hospital. They won't put you. They do that before you go into the ambulance.
Yeah,
exactly.
they'll sit with
you're
you
in
before.
the ambulance. They say, "Hey, I'm not. Don't take me to a hospital." Too late. They're taking your ass to the
Yeah,
hospital.
you're already in now, bitch. You're going for a ride.
Yeah, all of those questions are asked right during their initial assessment before you even get into the ambulance.
But hell, it gets worse. It gets better.
So we're walking towards the front of the hospital, and there's this area here that says,
you hear that snort?
if you are
that snort.
being, what's the word? Discharged, you have to stop here. So we stopped there, the woman, and she looks around the corner and says, hi. She said, well, did the nurse give you the paperwork that said what you're here for? And we're like, yeah, here's the paperwork about anxiety. Okay, bye, see you later. That was it. So
that's all they do.
In the hospital, in an emergency room area, nothing whatsoever useful was
He wants a
done
full
whatsoever
conversation.
to
Come
Leanna.
on.
The drug
He wants to be wine and dine.
Was an hour
He was
earlier.
telling the helicopter story.
That's American healthcare.
Oh.
Now, by the way, I guarantee you, we don't know what the bill is because we don't have it yet. They're gonna mail it, obviously. I guarantee you, it's gonna be like $1,000. I'm not even exaggerating. I guarantee
Him and that
bill's
fucking
gonna fucking go up, and it's
$1,000
gonna
figure.
be anywhere between $500 to $1,000.
It's always
I
$1,000.
guarantee it. Yeah, she has.
That's just for the
insurance. She has
ambulance.
insurance because-
500 alone is for the ambulance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
And the
ambulances are actually more than $500. Your insurance deductible could be $500 for an ambulance.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
Emergency room visit, you're looking at a couple of thousand, not just $1,000.
Like close to
Yeah.
3,000.
Yeah, for your
And
basic.
it also depends. It also depends on what they do. Like, say for example, if you have something that's like complete fucked up stomach, it's going to cost you like close to 5, maybe 10,000, depending on you have insurance or not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The last time I was injured and I had to be called an ambulance. Luckily, my health insurance has good copay. I pay nothing for ER,
Yeah.
but I still got a bill for the ambulance. It was like almost $700.
Yeah. It's like they're gonna charge you for that ride.
Yeah.
She's already under the plan of her mother. That's what was one of the things that Obamacare actually helped with, is that it allows people who are young enough to be covered up to the age of 26 under the health
Look, you
insurance
say
plan
Phil.
of their parents. So she's
Also,
I can't believe
Also,
he's
keep
giving
that
praise
in-
to a
keep-
stationary.
keep that in mind. She's still young. She's still under 26 and got lucky with that. Or
Yep.
but he's going to spin it like, I got lucky with that. I got lucky. It's like, no, Phil. She got lucky.
She got lucky.
Not
None of this
you.
was
Yeah.
coming out of your pocket. It was coming out of her pocket.
Yeah, you don't have insurance or anything covering her.
Wait
Her
a minute.
parents do.
Why would it come out of his pocket if they were broken up already? Wait a minute.
That's-
Hold on. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Let's,
say all that after. This is all after. This is all after.
Let's,
My bad.
Let Ice go into detail about this. To icy
Oh
tempers.
no, I wasn't gonna do that.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
I know not to
We're
step
gonna get
over
a
Ice's
giant bill in
show.
the mail.
Get out of here.
For nothing, for a pill. Well, they could have just handed her the pill and said $80 for the pill or whatever. But instead,
That's a fucking drug deal.
Wait a minute. That's actually
you want
funny.
the
Wait a
ambulance.
minute.
You want the ambulance to act like your normal little corner drug dealer riding around with a whole
Let's go.
Scientist.
pill dispensary in the back instead.
What a
Putting
great
people
marketing
there.
idea.
You
Yeah,
know,
is that legal?
let's just have a
No.
pill dispensary.
This is
Oh,
all
you
Walter
having-
White shit right
you're
here.
having, an anxiety attack. You having how bad is it? Oh, it's not that bad. Here's a Lexapro. Here's a Prozac. $80.
Here's a Xanax.
Have a nice day. Yeah, here's a Xanax. Let's give you a Xan bar because we want you to be a zombie for a couple of days. Here you go.
Yeah,
Yo, this is some Breaking Bad shit out the back
Yeah,
of the
call in work. Here's your
ambulance.
Xan bar.
All the drugs are $80. That's the gimmick.
Yes.
Exactly.
But, and everything that's major is 1,000.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
They had to bring her to the
I
fucking
mean-
hospital, and they did nothing. They literally did nothing to help her, and now she's gonna get a giant bill. So there you go. Isn't that a
Little
great story,
sandwich.
ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, it must have been a good sandwich for $1,000.
Isn't
I
that
know.
great? I mean,
Caviar
it's just such a
sandwich.
great American healthcare system, right?
That damn
so now
turkey
she's
sandwich.
knocked out. She's sleeping, in the room because of everything she's.
She's still in the car.
So we did on the way home. I stopped and we got food. We grabbed like chicken sandwiches and we just ate them. And now she's sleeping. So
You had
so
a
that's what
turkey
happened.
sandwich at the
You
ER.
ate them.
Got
Unbelievable.
more
Like-
food.
You fat
So
ass.
here's
Turkey sandwich in the-
here's
you had a
here's what I
turkey
wanted to
sandwich in
point
the
out.
ER.
now.
You stop and get a chicken. You had a turkey sandwich in the ER.
It was $1,000 turkey sandwich.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was the
So it
Ritz.
had to be one.
Gordon
that had to
Ramsay
be,
made that
like,
that turkey
Gordon-
sandwich.
Like that was by Emerald Lagasse or somebody.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
know,
say,
Damn.
it was a collaboration sandwich between
Yeah.
Ramsey, that one guy Nick Giovanni or whatever his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
You see, but when Gordon Ramsay comes out, he's like, "You fucking donkey!" and just slams it in your
Yeah.
face and walks out the
And
door.
like that, what's her name? Something Burrell with the crazy blonde hair. Yeah, she was in there, helping out as well for $1,000. God, it comes out on a 24-karat gold plate or something that you can bring home.
Yeah, Ramsey comes
Yeah.
out and smushes it on the forehead. What are you, an idiot?
Idiot sandwich.
It's delivered. What was that one guy that it was like his head waiter or whatever it is?
Oh God, Salt Bay comes and brings you the turkey sandwich and does a little arm
and
thing.
then looks at Phil, just sprinkles some salt on him.
Exactly.
So here was what I said, and a lot of people disagree with me. Phil wanted something to happen to her. And the only reason I say that, is because he sat there and said, if she had to go back to the hospital, I'm going to tell him no. Under no circumstances are you allowed to bring her to the hospital. I'm sorry. Once you've said that, you want something to happen to that person now.
It gets worse.
I know.
It's worse than that. No, it's worse than that. Meth Bear actually described this too, and this is why he fucking hates Phil.
Oh.
Apparently, what happened, he was talking about how Leanna was controlling, manipulative.
Yes, he
And
said that.
Yeah,
he said that.
But here's the thing, though. When he went to her work, the manager told him that she was calling out for his name.
Yeah.
And yet still thought that was manipulative and that she was a bitch for it. It's like, really, Phil?
That's what I was going to go into after this.
This young woman loved you with all of her fucking heart, was willing to give herself up for you, and you did not see the signs. But as soon as you two have broken up, she still had some hope that things could work out and y'all get back together. Never happened. Instead, he went on this story that she was manipulative, she stole from him, did all this shit that's bad. Phil does not know what it's like to have someone do that at all.
No, he doesn't.
I had that happen. I had that shit.
Ice needs to run for the hills, not me. He's got to be scared of me.
But I've had that happen though. When I was with one of my relationships that did not work out, she ended up telling her family that I was abusive and controlling, never gave her what she wanted. But yet I told her family my side of it. They believed me over her 100% over.
Yeah.
The whole issue with Leanna, again, her age. Yes, she was legally an adult. She was 20-something at this point. But the thing is, she was still a child. She hasn't learned. She hasn't gone out. She hasn't experienced things.
The world.
And this is what she experienced. Basically some of the worst you can get. She gave up her life. She gave up her family. She moved across the country and was stuck there.
And then she woke up.
Technically. Remember, they were talking before she was 18. It's already speculated that she was either 16 or 17 when they started talking.
16 is crazy.
Yeah.
However,
Supposedly, she was 16, and his friends told him, "Don't go for it," and he told him to fuck off.
Of course he would, because it's Phil. Now, somebody looked it up, and apparently...
Where's Chris Hansen when you need him?
Well, apparently in their states at the time, his state and her state at the time, 16 is the legal limit in their states.
The age of consent.
In Virginia,
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania and New York, it's 16.
16.
I was gonna say
in
I
Connecticut.
live in the South and it's 17.
Well, she lived in
17
Pennsylvania.
for me too.
I'm in Louisiana and it's 17.
And so the question, and
it was you.
I don't know what the law is if you cross borders. I think that's what makes it 18 if you cross borders.
I think you're right. I think it's 18.
Yeah, because it usually has to be with parents' consent after a point.
Plus, there's a thing called the Romeo and Juliet clause, which is if Phil was 3 years older than Leanna, it would have been fine. But the problem with that, though, is that
he was like late 20s, wasn't he?
He was
Yeah.
like mid-20s, like 27, 28 years old.
Yeah, that's late.
And
20s.
that depends on the
That's
state.
way
That's
too
not,
late.
that's not a universal thing.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
because
only it's in Texas. I know that for sure.
in Louisiana, if the age of consent is 17, if the two parties are within 6 months of each other, like if say I was
18.
6 months older than Ice, or Ice was 6 months older than me, and we got caught, and he's 17, I'm 16, but they have that 6 month gap within that we are within that 6 month gap, they won't do anything. If he's over the 6 month gap, he can go to jail.
We don't need Ice to go to jail. He would
Yeah.
stay there longer with this age.
Yeah.
He would melt.
Yeah.
No, he won't melt. He'll melt the jail.
Probably.
He'll flood the whole prison.
But
He would. And I
it
mean,
just-
but that's here, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
and then while he's there, and then I'm sending him pictures, you know, of me and Gerald, you know, Geralt, and you know,
fuck you.
like, look what you're missing while you're out there, you know. You're in
Fuck
there, look what's happening.
you. That's
Come
not have
here.
to phone a favor. I need to take care of a problem I have here.
No.
He tossed the coin to the Witcher.
No.
Yeah,
It's like,
pay
can I get more?
Pay Geralt for me and him to have fun. Do it. Go ahead, pay him.
I'll see if Henry Cavill's up to the task.
No. They send you Doug Cockle, the guy who voiced him.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
No.
man.
But
I would rather the guy that voiced Kratos if we had to go that route.
Christopher Judge.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have that
It'd be
voice.
kind
He's-
of weird.
The
It'd
original
be kind of
Kratos.
weird going.
She
you
I don't.
know-
She hasn't played the original God of Wars.
Yeah, I haven't, so I don't know
Oh.
the guy. But yeah, no, it'd be kind of
Oh.
weird, you know, in the middle of everything, and he's going, "Boy."
No,
Boy.
worse. No, worse.
No, you got,
No,
you got a
worse.
voice
No,
message.
here's worse.
A voice
Like
message.
she sends a video. It's like the nasty happens. He looks at the camera. He's like, "Watch me, boy."
Just rub the salt all in the fucking wound. But
No.
This is how you handle it, boy.
No,
This is how you.
no,
fuck,
he
boy.
gets a voice. He gets a voice message, and all of a sudden in the background, just hear him say "boy." This is how it's done.
But what's funny is, see, we're making jokes about that. Phil would be so pissed off, and you would be
Yeah.
banned in a second for it.
Yeah, because you have like
Because
you have
he
like a.
wants to be railed out by some big black dude named Daquan. I've already said that.
God damn, take
He
one.
wants, he wants to squeeze
wait a minute.
He's new to
No.
the lure.
But here's the thing, though. That's the one thing I did not like about Phil is like, oh, if you have like a fictional crush or you have a celebrity crush, you're cheating on your like significant other. I'm like, Phil, no, that's not. That's completely normal to have.
Yeah.
Like you can watch porn. You can watch porn, and it could be something that you would enjoy. That's not cheating. You can have a fictional crush. Like say for example, Icy tells you is like, hey, I really like Geralt, and and he can just go, that's okay. I like Melina from fucking Mortal Kombat.
Well, Ice
That's
already knows.
normal.
Ice already knows
Yeah.
my gaming group, like, you know, gangbang, is Marcus Phoenix, Geralt of Riviera, and Marcus Phoenix.
Told you.
I mean,
Well, Ezio.
Both
and
versions, the old
Ezio.
dog.
So I told you, I already know who
Gears
it is.
Gears 1 through 3, not the older one, and Ezio Auditore. He knows that.
Yeah, I already
Yeah,
know
and
this.
it's normal.
Yeah.
It's like I told my girlfriend one day, it's like, you know, if I can go gay for anybody, it would be Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
I think most people would go gay for Jason Momoa.
Like I would say that, and then it's like, she's like,
He's a
why?
handsome man.
And it's like,
He's a
if I
handsome man.
like top 3 people I would go gay for in an instant would be Jason Momoa, Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman. There you
Okay,
go.
then
Yeah,
you can't
so
go.
it's
That's actually some good choices. Some good choices there.
So it's Aquaman, Deadpool, and Wolverine.
Hey, you can't
Yeah.
go wrong there. You can't go wrong there.
And
Although-
I think you'd have a great. I think you'd have a very great time if you hung out with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman at the same time.
Yeah.
Although it's funny talking
Hey,
about
Hugh.
Ryan
No, it's like-
Reynolds. One of
see-
his movies was actually filmed here in New Orleans at a restaurant here. It was the movie Waiting. If
That's a
you've
good
ever
movie.
seen, that is an amazing movie.
It's fucked up, right?
I love it. Oh my God, Dean
The
Cook throwing that
food.
steak. Dean Cook throwing that steak on the floor.
nuts. I just think it's funny
And
though. It's like
that guy putting the little garnish, which is his pubic hair on the steak, and sending it back out.
Oh.
Yeah,
You gotta
like,
see it.
no,
you
she
gotta
broke
see it.
she broke the golden rule. Don't fuck with anyone making your food.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Our medical
Thank
staff.
No, I have
you.
not, John.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, because
Yeah, I know,
I will
Revy.
I will admit, we've done this with people who fuck with us. We fuck with your food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not telling you where I work, but
Yeah, because you don't want to give yourself away, and we don't want to
Obviously.
send Yelp reviews.
Exactly.
Right.
we don't give a shit about Yelp. We don't care.
I know it's a joke. Everyone's like, "I'm taking you to Yelp." Good luck, bitch.
It's
Oh, it
like,
doesn't
go right
matter.
ahead.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we love messing with the Karens.
The
they
Karens
want
are fun.
when they order like no fat milk, we just put regular milk. We don't care.
But,
Yes.
We want this, we put something else.
Well, anyway, as I was saying,
Yeah, no.
he did the, and then
Salvatore,
mind you, he sat there and was like, oh, I asked her, could I talk about the story, and she said, yeah, it's fine. I guess so. She's fucking drugged up. She doesn't give a fuck what you talk
At
about.
that point, yes, that's exactly what happened. He took advantage of that situation, and then later on, as she sobered up, saw what he said, and got even more pissed off, and probably was like, "I'm glad we're done."
Yeah, like it's fucked up because it's like, dude, you don't. This is something that should have never been talked about at all.
That should have been left alone. And he's like, I'm trying to separate my public life with my personal life. That's not how you do it, buddy. You could just say, hey, I'm dealing with some things. I'm not going to stream for the second stream. Yeah, that's all you could say.
It's all he
not
needed
only
to
that-
That's what
say.
everyone else does. That's all the big streamers. They'll reach out on Twitter and be like, hey, guys, I can't stream today. I'm not feeling good. Okay, done. Phil would just make an excuse like, Snort, I'm feeling stressed today. Can't go to stream. Something major came up, Snort.
Yeah, he made money on her like she was tea. God damn it, Revy.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Oh, it got worse. She was sick one night. He was playing Star Wars Battlefront 1. He turned around and said, Panda's sick, but let me wake her up so she can still cook me dinner.
Yeah.
Ask Ice what I told him if he did that to me.
Medicare fucking
Ask
went
Ice.
crazy. He was like,
Ask
excuse
Ice.
me?
Ask Ice
Yeah.
what I said if he ever did that to me. Ask him what I told him.
Ice, what
So,
happened?
I'm losing my balls, according to her.
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, you're still alive. Okay. I thought you would die.
1 second. One,
I told him I would
One
fucking
second.
kill him.
1 second,
gonna go
Icy.
in
I
my-
just sent you something in crap post because John Valentine wanted me to show you this.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, no. 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 He's a disgrace. He's a disgrace to even poor Altair.
But
No.
it's just though it shows you that he didn't care for her when they were together.
Nope.
Like if
And
Icy is sick and say she is the cook of the house, or just throw that out there as an example. If she was the cook of the house and she was sick, I would not be waking her up to cook me dinner. I'd wake her up and be like, hey, is there something you would like? You know, I can either
Yes.
try to whip it up myself or I can go get you something.
or yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
How
exactly
hard
how you're
is
supposed to do it. It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
how hard is it to heat up a can of soup?
or
how hard is that?
Or another
Yeah.
one, if she can't eat anything and it's like you need something, here's some chicken broth. Drink this.
Drink it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just the
But
fact
he
that
doesn't care. Like I remember like
There's-
it was like his birthday and she got him something stupid and it was the thought that count. He looked at the camera and you could tell in his eyes and his face that he was not happy about it. He
I'm
wanted
trying to
something
remember
better.
what it was.
There's
It might have been a
times.
calendar or a pillow.
It was a
That's-
calendar.
I knew it. I know
There's
my lawyer so
times
much.
that I'm not feeling well or anything, and he'll turn around and he'll go, "Do you need me to do anything? Do you need anything?"
Yeah.
You know, and vice versa. I do that for him.
Hey,
You
let me
know,
see.
but that's part of being with someone. You
on,
take
chat.
you care about them. You know, and Isis bought me some really stupid games.
I did the same. I
But
bought boyfriend
I love
Dungeon.
He bought me Loot
That's
Apocalypse.
not a stupid.
Yes, I did. I bought her Loot
He bought me
Apocalypse.
Loot
played that
Apocalypse,
game.
and I played I beat the game twice.
Same.
And I didn't play it once yet. Not own the
He
damn
hasn't even played it
game.
yet. And I'm just trying to get him to play Mount My Friends, and he's like, no.
No, I'm not playing Mount My
General Jousting.
Friends.
I'm
God
sorry.
damn it.
I watched that guy play General Jousting. It was
what?
just so much fun.
Why don't you want to mount me? What's wrong with you?
No, no.
Right?
If I'm going that far, I might as well
Trying
just
to
play.
throw-
If I'm going to do
trying
that,
to
I might as well
throw
go the
you-
whole 9 yards and just play General Jousting. At
Yeah,
that
let's play
point,
General Jousting.
it's already enough gun.
Let's do
That's a
it.
good game too.
But
Yeah,
Super
just
Space
started
mode.
Waifu. Super Space
Yeah,
Waifu. Let's do it.
yeah, I actually bought my girlfriend. What was it, Sucker for Love? Because it's a dating sim without
Yeah.
divorce.
oh yeah, that shit's
Yeah.
funny
He's
as
also
fuck.
bought me
Oh, Val,
G-Spot
you do know,
Master. If y'all ever look up that game on Steam.
Oh yeah, G-Spot man, because it was like
G-Spot
Val, you do
I
know
played
Sucker
it.
for Love got a sequel.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
saw
heard about that. I can't wait. I can't wait for that to come out.
she's a keeper ice. Oh, I already know. Like, dude, her and I will sit and watch anime. We'll watch movies. We just do shit. Like,
But the problem with that though is like Phil would never do it. I remember like he asked his wife if she wanted to watch the Harry Potter movies, and she was like, "No, don't wanna."
yeah, it's fucking Harry Potter. I mean, I have nothing against Harry Potter, but it's like it's Harry Potter.
No, but it's like, do you want to watch this movie? No, don't want to hang out with you. All right,
yeah.
honey.
Dude,
Like
I
that's-
made Ice watch a Bollywood movie.
no, you made me watch fucking not
no,
Twilight.
I made no.
What was
okay,
the other
no,
shit you
no,
made
no,
me
no,
watch?
No. We're gonna talk about the good one first, and then we'll talk about the bullshit one because even I hate that one.
Oh, okay. y'all hear this
I
shit?
made him watch a movie, a Bollywood movie, or excuse me, Indian cinema movie called Dawn. Did I have you watch Dawn 2?
Dawn
I
2,
forget.
and then it was Dawn 2, and
we
then
watched
Dawn.
it backwards. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Dawn 2, then Dawn, which is basically a badass version of James Bond. It's really good. I enjoyed it. I like want to like rape the main actor, but anyway.
God damn!
Wait,
I do.
what?
Whoa.
Shahrukh
Say
Khan
that
is
again?
so fucking hot. His
Whoa.
name, the movie is.
She
Dawn.
has no filter.
I have no
Can you
filter.
say that again,
You
please?
gotta get canceled. This is
I'd have been
Yeah,
canceled a
No,
long
here's the
time
thing,
ago.
if a woman says it, it's fine. But if a guy
Yeah,
says
I'm
it,
saying it is fine. I want to rape him. His name is Shahrukh Khan.
You got it.
And oh my god, he's so fucking hot.
There we go.
Yeah. But
And then that's
and
the
then,
boys.
but then,
open up.
but then I got payback for every bad thing he's ever made me do. I
Oh,
made
no,
him
there's-
listen to the three books of 50 Shades of Grey.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
Don't
Listen.
remind me. Don't remind
Like
me.
audio,
Like
the
audio
audiobook?
books.
The
Even though
audio
the movies
books.
are out, all out.
The
No,
movie-
that was
this
before
is
the movies came
the
out.
movies.
Oh.
This
This
is
before the
before
movies. So
So
I had to
these
hear
were
the
piece of
book.
shit-
That's
These were the piece of
previous.
shit books. These were the piece of shit books. The movies are actually better in my opinion.
So
Because
actually, no,
my
ooh,
biggest thing with the 50 Shades of Shit books is the main character, the female main character, Anastasia or Anna. How the hell are you graduating from college and don't have an email address?
Exactly.
She moving different.
That's the first thing you get
Wow.
when you enroll in college is an email address.
yeah.
It's just like, oh, I've never had an email address.
They give you one in college.
Thank you. That's how you log into everything.
Look, when you get like Comcast or something, they give you an email.
Thank
Yes.
you. But she's never had
Yeah.
a computer. She's never had an email address. I'm like, and you're graduating from where? For what?
Is she
How?
Amish? What is
So Ice,
Yes.
the audio book description of the sex scenes. How was it?
Terrible.
Horrible.
No.
Horrible.
I love that nobody caught what I said. Thank God.
Everything was a fucking
Okay,
foil
this-
packet.
No, so someone was like ice, ice. I was like, baby.
Oh no, I'm already used to that. I'm so used to that. It doesn't even bother me when people are like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That was too obvious." I'm like, everybody says it.
Oh, I was gonna say.
And
Well,
not
I
o-
don't think.
not
you can
only-
say this.
Not only were the sex scenes horrible, they were repetitive. But my favorite thing in the whole thing
I'm ready for the
is that
ramen.
I had to tell. I even told my coworker this, who's the one that suckered me into reading this. And once I start reading a series, I have to finish it, even though it's bad. Whenever he was opening up the condoms to put them on, he was ripping quote unquote foil packets, and I stopped the book one day. I said, Ice, that sounds like ramen noodles, doesn't it?
I was like, yep, I'm ready for a thing of ramen now.
I'm like,
Get
it sounds
ready
like he's
to
trying to
take my
fix
noodle.
ramen.
But
So I go to work and I tell my coworker that who's reading like ahead of me, and she comes back the next day. She's like, now I can't read the book and not think that he's fixing ramen.
yeah. Oh, and the word
Oh,
holy
It's
shit
gonna rip.
is overused.
Oh shit!
Holy shit. Holy shit was
Thankfully, the
overused.
movies didn't put it in, but her inner goddess.
Fuck her and her damn inner goddess. That man, fuck that book. I'd rather read and watch Twilight for a year straight than that shit.
God damn.
Yeah,
At least I find more entertainment in that.
the
At
sparkly
least
vampires.
well,
You only
mocking
find
it
more
is fun.
entertainment in that because of the wolf.
Actually, no. The powers I did find interesting.
Not
Mm.
Twilight.
I hated.
The only thing that was confusing was the crystallization.
The sparkly vampires.
Yeah, I mean it's sparkly, but it's crystallization, and it was like, wait a minute, what is the story
That's
reason
not
for
my
them?
vampire. Hashtag
Well, that
not
was
my
the thing. It
vampire.
was never explained. Was why do they crystallize instead of just bursting into flames?
Well, that's to protect them from the sunlight.
And then it was just like, oh,
But
by
again,
the way,
hashtag not my vampire.
and then you get the one vampire chick. She can see the future of anyone
I
she
can see the
touches.
future.
Yeah,
Again, like, I will always say that whenever somebody brings up Twilight, hashtag not my vampires.
There's
I'm
a
an Anne
one
Ri-
that's
I'm an
named
Anne Rice
Jasper.
girl. I've read the entire series of the Vampire Chronicles from Anne Rice. I absolutely
those
love
are
that
fucking
series.
good.
Those are good.
Yeah,
I've read
that's
all
top
of
tier
them.
right. That's S right there.
Yeah.
Fucking
Mhm.
Twilight can suck Phil's cock. I just no.
No, see, Twilight. No. See, it's not going to suck Phil's cock. It's that thing I found out recently. I wish my coworker never
if they
fucking
can
showed
find
me.
it, if they can find it first.
No,
That's
my
if they
coworker
can
showed
find
me
it.
something one day, fucking with me. He's like, "Hey, Ice, look at this," and it's a guy chained up, and a woman takes a dildo and starts fucking his dick with it.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
I know the term for it too.
what is it, fellatio or some shit like that?
No.
It's so. I was like, why the fuck would you show me this? And he's like, cause
What
I just want to
happened?
fuck with you. A guy getting fucked in his dick.
Okay, then.
Yeah, that was my coworker. He showed me to fuck with me.
Is this the same coworker you mentioned in the last stream?
It might have
He
been.
did something very suspect.
Oh, he's always fucking with me. He'll send me.
Okay.
He'll send me fucked up shit just to fuck with me, and I'll send him something just as fucked up.
Okay.
I think the last thing he sent me that was really fucked up was a dude getting cut up by the cartel while he was alive. I was like, really, dude?
How did
Really?
you even find? Wait a minute.
Wait, do I know about this coworker?
Yeah,
Second shift?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. It's him.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
there's an actual site, and it's people.
Well, I knew about our
being
mutual friend that we
brutally
play Final Fantasy with.
Minecrafted.
Sometimes looking up some crazy shit on World Star and stuff.
No, he literally sent me a video. The guy was alive, and the cartel cut him up to the point where you were looking at his heart, his bones, and he was.
Was that on Live Leak or something?
No, it's another site like deep in the web.
Oh, he's
Huh?
he's connected to the dark web.
Yeah, he's in the dark
Yeah.
shit.
Dark web.
Yeah, dark.
Yo.
Web. He's in the dark shit, and I was just like, dude, that turned my stomach. Like, and I can watch a lot of shit, but that turned my fucking stomach.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at this motherfucker's insides and shit, and I'm just like, ugh. Hey, surprised Asian man. Yeah, it is dark web stuff. Yeah, he got filleted live,
Surprised
literally.
Asian man. What are you surprised by, Asian man? No, I'm sure.
He's surprised that Phil is still here.
Why are we surprised? Please tell us your story.
Alright, so I didn't see this. I know Aqua was telling me about this.
It looks like
Yeah,
apparently
we have
the dude
a very
wailed out
generous
today as well.
contribution tonight.
Yeah.
Yep, he did.
Yep.
And indeed we do. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an incredibly
How do you spend $500 on
an
a
incredibly
on a
large
grown man?
contribution. All right. So
Surprise,
sometime
Phil.
today,
Does it?
Hold on,
Yup.
really quick.
Jinx,
Uh,
who is
Also,
here,
Phil can't play Darkest Dungeon 2 because he can't play games on PC. Plus, he would rage quit that game.
he
Yeah,
rage quit
immediately.
Darkest Dungeon. I know a lot of people that rage quit Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest, but they made a sequel,
I know, and they just
And it's
released it
out.
on Steam finally.
and I got it.
Yeah, it was on Epic for over a year.
At first, I was like, no, it was on early access for that time.
Yeah, but you can still get it on Epic.
Yeah,
well, no, it was still it was on Epic and it was a time exclusive on Epic.
Yeah, but I didn't want to get it. I was like, I'm gonna wait till it goes on sale. Then I saw someone playing it, Critical.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn it! So I went and bought it on Steam. I was like, I don't care.
The Moist Man.
Sir Moist.
A lot of us are still surprised by that surprise Asian man.
It's all about being moist.
A moist towelette.
Earlier for the first stream and contributed massively to that first stream, has again contributed a whoppingly generous $150 to tonight's stream. So we haven't even started yet.
I've watched a lot of streamers, as most of you have. It is not healthy unless you're a Twitch thought getting that type of tip every day.
Healthy on whose portion?
Yeah.
The person giving the tip or receiving?
Both.
Both. I've watched some really, like Ice could tell you, I've watched some really, really big streamers on the Purple channel on Twitch, and big into Destiny. They're huge in the Destiny community. One particularly is very huge in the Borderlands community and the Nintendo community. In fact, he was playing the latest Zelda last night at launch, and there would be people. There was this one particular guy that I remember would drop, more than $150 on, as tips and stuff, and they would literally stop what they're doing, and you could tell they were blown away. It wasn't, like, yeah, he did it. It was like, holy shit, he did it.
Yeah. I've experienced that, not from me, but I was, you know who Chill Murray is, right?
No, she doesn't.
I don't, but I can tell you the two particular streamers that I'm talking about on Twitch, King Gathalion and Professor Broman.
Broman still streaming? Okay.
Yes, Broman still does it. Him and Gathalion sometimes do sweaties in Destiny, but Gathalion was doing Zelda last night because he's huge in the Nintendo community. But Gathalion's been with Gearbox and Borderlands since launch, basically, of Borderlands 1. He was one of their forum mods, and he's just with all that. And there was a guy that used to come in and drop a couple of hundred in their on their streams, and it would literally stop them in their tracks. Both of them would stop them in their tracks, and like, dude, why are you doing that? You don't have to do that.
That was exactly the experience I felt. Like, I was like just talking with Chill, we're having a good stream, and I was monitoring his chat, and I was like, don't look at your chat.
Oh yeah, he dropped at least 300 to Chill that night.
Yeah, you were there for that.
Yeah, I was in the chat.
And that's why I immediately was going, don't look at the chat. And you can hear him like freaking out. Like, he wasn't freaking out in a bad way. He was like unexpectedly, didn't even know he was going to get that. And he's like, he was about to cry that day. And then I had people telling me, like Darkseid of Phil was like, dude, you need to try to get him away from that. Make him focus. Like, I'm trying, dude.
It's just not going to happen.
And then more of it happened.
Yeah, dude kept doing it.
And
I've seen some VTubers that they get thousands in one shot. I'm like, God damn.
Mm-hmm.
And
but you can tell the ones that are truly appreciative from what the tips they get, be it $5 or $1,000. But then you get people like Phil.
He wants $300 every fucking day. He thinks he is owed.
He got big bills. What are you talking about?
He feels he is owed that money.
He has a big bill. He has the electric bill, the internet bill.
He has two big bills every fucking time he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
Well, he expects $5K a week. He wants $5K a week.
No, if I was making $5K a week, oh my god.
$5K a week. There are no problems. Exactly.
No, there's no problem. There's no issues. The house would be
obviously do not feel pressured that you must be doing this regularly. This is twice in one day now.
They've already done it like
a bigger animation for $150. I mean, can we take up the whole screen? That's all I'm asking for,
Yeah, that or just do the fucking nuclear bomb drop from Call of Duty.
An air horn, just annoy everybody.
Something.
Do the call like.
And don't
DeMarco.
There. Not only that, and don't sit there looking like, oh my god, you don't have to do this all the time. Don't feel pressured. Where you're basically saying, keep doing it, please, because I need this.
No, stop! Don't do that.
No, please don't.
Oh
Like,
God, why
bad-
would you say it like that?
bad
It reminds
porn-
me of that fucking.
That's what it is. He's a bad porn actor. Please, no, don't do this. Oh my God, what are my friends are gonna say? Please, oh don't. Oh, look at the pizza on this. Look at the sausage on the pizza. Oh my God, no, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's Phil.
That
So
reminds me of
basically-
that fucking video with the guy. He's like the
Oh, no.
the 60-year-old
Over
virgin.
And I see her panties. No. Oh no. Let me look.
No, here's the thing. He's a bad actor, but yet he doesn't know what sex is. Like, I don't think he does.
No, Phil knows what sex is, but he's
okay, but he doesn't know the signs of it though. Because
no, he doesn't know the signs of it. Panda was throwing it out to him.
Yeah, there's a video where they're in a hotel room and Panda has her ass in the air, like ready for position, and then he's like, "What are you?" I don't know what she's doing. And then you see her arms like flop down the bed, like she's like, "Really?"
Yeah.
Oh, here's the bathroom.
Here's the bar.
This is the couch in the living room.
This is.
Look
this
at these
is why.
windows.
Wait, can someone give me the
This-
link to that video? Can somebody give
This-
me the link to that video?
This
She's
is
got to
why
see this.
I told Ice,
That's
and I
Raven.
shared my thought on this a lot. I think he's bisexual with heavy male tendencies.
Could be.
Yeah.
I would
He's
tend
too-
to believe
he's
he's more
too-
asexual than.
Gone crazy.
Then-
No, the reason
bisexual.
the reason I say no is because
No
of
to
look
who,
at
me?
how immature he was with Metal Gear Solid and whatnot.
Yeah, shove it up my ass, baby. Hmm.
Yeah, right up my ass, baby. Oh Lord.
What a thing
My
to
content.
come into.
What is
He's
up,
worse
man?
You
than
know what
Jenna
it was. Come on,
Jameson.
stop playing games.
He is worse than Jenna Jameson.
Oh no,
He's
Jenna
worse than
is
Jenna
Phil's sister-in-law.
Oh.
Hey,
This isn't a beach. This is a bathtub.
She's very bad at
Yeah.
porn.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
And I really
Let me-
appreciate that.
I'm
sure everyone else
sorry.
does too.
Oops,
because
Ice,
we
I
literally
dropped
just
the
hit
soap.
all three
Oh
tiered
God.
skulls.
No. It's the. Oh no, I'm stuck under the bed. Whatever will
No.
I do?
Oh no! Oh no! What are you doing,
No.
Step Bro?
Oh no, I'm stuck in the dryer.
What the
I don't
fuck
know how
is
to
going
get
on?
it. I don't know how to get it.
Oh no!
Ice, I hate to say it. I hate to say it, Ice. This video's probably get pulled out, but oh well, fuck it.
No, here's another. No, the other one where it's like they get caught. It's like, what are you doing with my wife? It's like, I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
She just got stuck on me.
It fell in, and I just kept going. I don't know what happened.
I
Oh,
tripped.
please. He's helping me get out the sofa. Don't worry, honey. It's okay.
Don't worry. I slipped and fell, and it just went whoop right on in.
It was like hello.
And so,
We're gonna get a whole lot of
We have
sound
fun
tonight,
here.
Okay.
Help!
So thank you so very much, Jinx.
Big Gnosis time.
And I'm just gonna say,
Exactly.
Jinx, just to forewarn you, since now you're the newcomer who's now supporting.
Shit, did I
Be
miss
careful.
anything?
People are
Oh,
gonna
you
try
missed
to
a lot.
harass you.
You missed everything.
You missed every fucking
People are gonna
thing.
try to figure out who you are. They're gonna try to find your socials. They're gonna try to harass you.
Now see,
We know it's OAC.
Nice fear mongering.
the thing with that
Right?
though, here's the problem with this though. Here's the problem with this. He's not wrong. Think about most of Phil's big contributors. KF goes to fucking work and they find the person's name, they find out who they are, and they find out what they do for a living. So he's not wrong. However, the problem with it, anyone is vulnerable to that.
true.
It's not just
Very,
his
very
pay pigs. It goes for us. Like if somebody decided I don't fucking like Ice Yamamoto, bam, they can look me up and find out anything they want if they really want to try hard enough.
I don't know. I don't like this Ice Yamamoto guy. I'm gonna go after his woman.
Ah, well, shit. I wish you
I
best of
love
luck,
it.
man.
That's the thing, though. It's
Either.
like if they can't go after the main target, they'll go after the other one.
Yeah, they'll
What do
go
you-
after
yeah.
a family member or
Why-
somebody that they know they're close to.
Why do you think Keemstar is trying to bait him with the friends and family?
Yeah, because it's a useful tactic. I mean, plus Keem thrives in drama. That is Keem's fucking forte.
Not only that, but anytime Phil wants to make everyone feel bad, he'll immediately say, "Oh, my family."
My family. It's like, dude, a fucking cat and a wife does not constitute a family.
No. He means
Leave
all of
my
his
fur
family.
babies alone. Oh my
He means
god.
he also means his mom and dad though, but I don't think his mom and dad want anything to do with him. And I do believe
Linda might,
he
but
might.
not Dave.
Oh yeah, and another thing about him getting an inheritance, and he made that. They need to stop. They keep saying I'm going to get an inheritance. Like Phil, you probably are, but it's not going to be a big inheritance.
It'll be even funnier. The dad leaves him $100. It's like, here you go, son.
No.
I would hire
150.
Yes, 150.
He gonna get $1.25. Y'all need to stop. Y'all stop being generous.
You mean
$1.50?
Yeah, $1.50. He's gonna get $1.50, and mom and dad are gonna go on a world vacation and spend all the money except for $1.50.
Here you go, son. That's all we had left.
No, aren't they going to give it to Melissa?
They might. Like, here's how bad it is with Phil.
They give her more.
Here's how bad it is with Phil Icy. Him and his mother is on a 10-year plan that if this doesn't work in 10 years, he's supposed to get a job.
I'd have put his ass
Where's
on a
that
2-year
job?
plan.
Man, I have him on the
That's
corner.
almost 5 years ago.
But here's the bad part.
Ago.
Here's the bad part about that being on a 10-year plan. Guess what? When you go apply for a new job, when that 10-year plan comes up, you have to explain your gap. Okay? And I tried streaming. I was a streamer for 10 years, blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. They're going to go looking for all of this. They're going to go looking for you on all of your socials because employers do that now. They're going to go look for all this, and they're going to see all of this. And all of this of what he's doing and what he's saying and how he's acting and all this begging and shit is going to come back and bite him in the ass.
Oh, yeah. It definitely is. Like, so it's kind of slowly biting him in the ass now because he sat there and said he wants to get more of a bigger fan base and this and that. Yet he says he doesn't want to be famous or anything. But you want a bigger fan base.
Exactly. They're going to see the incident. They're going to see his May 1st incident.
And
that's
all he's got to do is spin it and say he was celebrating the beginning of Masturbation May.
But Phil's not that smart to do that.
No, he's
shit.
not.
No, he's not.
Here's the other thing about this too. He says he has no aspirations to be bigger, but yet look at the interview. He was trying to bring in more customers to his shitty business,
and that did not work.
That backfired immensely because both Craig and Adam asked the hard-hitting questions. The quartering did not do any of that at all because he didn't want to offend Phil.
Well, so the funny thing with the quartering was It's a Gundam spilled the beans on that. When the quartering got the interview with Phil, he sent the quartering a bunch of things saying this is what you cannot ask.
Jeez.
And even It's a Gundam was like, well, then why do the fucking interview?
Yeah,
you can't ask him anything. The moment he says, "Hey, you can't," I'm like, "All right, fuck you, done."
Also Phil's like, ask me all these questions. I'm not afraid of them. And as soon as they're asked, he's cowering in fear and trying to make up excuses.
The only time
employees really.
The only time I would say if you're giving an interview and you say, "Do not ask me this," it would be if you have small children or family members that you don't want to be dragged into anything. Other than that, you should be an open book.
Yeah.
Look, you can ask me personally anything you want, but do not ask me anything in regards to my family, my wife, or anything as far as that's concerned. But anything to me personally, my stream is open book. Whatever you want, that's where you go. And a lot of times that's what needed to happen is they needed to go after him. And he's like, instead of, "Oh, well, you can ask me anything. Oh, but don't ask me about this. Don't ask me about that." No, that's not a true interview.
You're not how an interview works.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's asking a grown man, where did the load go? Yeah, where'd the load go?
No.
My social security is
I was gonna say ICE.
Job.
I was gonna say ICE. Okay, let me be a part of your stream, but let me be the host of your fucking stream.
Eat a dick.
Yeah, you see that? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. If I came up to you, it's like, I'm taking your stream over. It's my stream now. Welcome to the Vega Hour. It's not gonna work because it's not my stream.
Exactly.
And knowing for a fact, people will be like, "Who the fuck is this weirdo? Get the fuck away from me."
Yeah, but and what's even funnier, Iviga, is leading up to the Side Scrollers interview. the side scrollers fan base was saying, "Hey, do not interview this guy."
And he still got interviewed.
I mean, well, that was fine. I'm glad the interview happened because it showed the world more of Phil. It showed Phil fucked over Phil. As I said, somebody needs to commission Darkseid, needs the pig in a blanket. Phil, past Phil, fucking present Phil, fucking future Phil. That shit needs to happen because Phil is great at fucking himself.
Yep, and also good at creating a fake history for himself too. He'll tell you one story in the past, present, and then as time goes on to the present, he'll always change that story all the time, creating a fake history for himself.
Yep.
And then future Phil will do the same thing. Back in 2023, the Side Scrollers interview, they begged me to be interviewed by them. They begged me. No, they didn't. They just came up with an offer, like, "Hey, would you like an interview? You could decline at any time." He was like, "Oh God, yes, give me an interview. I want an interview."
But think of how dirty he was with that.
Same thing with fucking the masturbation incident on May 1st.
Yeah.
Didn't want anyone to talk about it, but Keemstar talked about it and immediately was going, "Mr. Keem, I want to be interviewed about you. I want to tell you my side."
Like, nobody needs to know your fucking side. You beat your dick on stream. That's it. That is all of it.
It's all normal.
My dick was begging for it.
But the funny thing though is the side scrollers did turn around.
Asking for it.
Like the side scrollers asked him about it, which I'll admit that was the dumbest question the side scrollers could have asked. What were you thinking? What were you thinking when you decided to go in there and just jerk the chicken? It's a throwaway question.
When Ice told me that Phil was being interviewed,
the prom story,
and I said, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." What would you ask him if you were in? If I was the one interviewing him, I said, "You ask the hard questions. You ask the easy one first, and then you ask the harder questions as you go."
Yeah, exactly.
I said you turn around. I said one of the things I would turn around and ask him. I said, "Okay, fine. You think by people taking, sponsorships? Like I watch a guy. He's sponsored by G Fuel. There's guys that are sponsored by Cyber Power. So you feel they're shilling out." Yeah, you think they're shilling out for the companies. Okay, why do you think that? Whatever his answer is. Okay, but you are doing the same thing to your audience. So how are you not shilling yourself out to your audience?
He does it all the time.
How is that different? How is that different from them being sponsored by a company than you begging your audience or shilling yourself out for your audience? How is that different? You're whoring yourself out for your audience. You're making your audience be paying your way, where instead of getting a company to do it. How is that different?
That's all that it is, though. Like he'll shill himself out. He whores himself out.
He whores himself out
he is
to make
a little
all this
fucking
money,
whore on the corner.
but he will shit on somebody who's legitimately getting money from, like, I watch on Twitch. I watch Office Drummer, who's a guy. He's really cool. He's sponsored by G Fuel.
Yeah, it's like Maximilian dude getting he's being published or not sponsored by HelloFresh. You don't see him going, "Hey guys, I'm sponsored by HelloFresh, so you gotta click that link, guys. You gotta use my link, guys. You gotta use it. Pay me money, guys." He doesn't do that. Phil's just like constantly. He constantly goes, "All right, guys, support is really slow. So if you would like to," but then he'll say, "Tips are mandatory. Give me tips. Give me subscriptions. Give me super chats. Give me super thanks. Give me all this." It's like,
Sorry.
I have the talking stick. Shut up.
My bad.
No, you're good. I'm about to finish this up really quick.
That's actually not a short talking stick. That's a vibrator. Just.
Wow.
Oh, no wonder why it was all slippery. But no, it's like, imagine if me, the guy that just makes content on film, begs people to give me super thanks. That would make me look incredibly scummy. That's why I always say this. If I get super thanks on a video, I appreciate it. I don't ask for it, but it's the thought that counts that you like my content enough to give me money. That's the whole premise of it. If you like the service, feel free to give a thanks, give a tip or something like that. Phil's demanding the tip. I'll use his stupid fucking restaurant analogy as the example.
Oh, that sandwich shop.
Yeah, or no, it's an Italian restaurant.
Okay, yeah.
It's like him immediately going up, like he's the waiter too, and taking the order. He'll take the order, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, tip me. Give me a tip. Give it to me right up front, right now," and holds up his money. Hold on, let me get this proper example. I have this proper right here. He like takes his takes his cup and just
Yup.
put it in here, guys. Give me money.
Exactly.
Yeah, your
it's-
what will DSP say next reaps are amazing.
Exactly.
Ow.
And then
Ow,
he's like,
my
and
knuckles.
then
Oops.
he almost tries to dictate how much you're going to tip him because he's like,
$150
yeah.
gives me the fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also win because
Hello?
if you tip faster, you can get the rewards quicker.
And you can have him
And
longer.
I can do bubbles.
Yeah.
I love those
Bubbles.
bubbles.
100 likes.
Ultimate.
Yeah,
I
like-
can do bubbles.
All right,
what
Viking.
Y'all want bubbles, don't y'all?
All right, I had the vibrating stick for long enough, Viking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Viking's turn for the stick. Here's the vibrator, Viking.
Oh no! Don't mind the smell of it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
You there, Viking?
Yeah, man. What's
Uh,
up?
Yeah, we're good.
You got
Now
the
it's
you
your
got the
turn.
talking stick. Well, the talking vibrator. Go.
Oh. No, I was just gonna say, wasn't he making up some bullshit of why he wouldn't? It's because those people are shilling shit that they don't really like use.
Yes, that's
He
the
tried to make up that fucking bullshit.
Yep, that's exactly
so
it
fucking
too.
what? If you
Well,
don't use it, you're still getting paid to shill it.
Well,
Who the fuck cares?
Here's the other thing too, and if you talk about shilling, Loot Crate sponsored him.
Oh, I
He
know.
got sponsored from Loot Crate, and they dropped him because that link that they gave him wasn't making enough money, so they dropped him.
What about spawn seats? He was shilling before. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, he was-
I think this
oh,
is the
but
one he was
them
shilling
chairs.
before he even got the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Yeah. I mean, think he's shilled chairs, loot boxes. He tried to shill his Teespring,
Amazon links.
Amazon. Yeah, he has shilled things before himself, but because nobody wants to touch him with a fucking 100-foot pole, now everyone's just a scumbag that does it. Oh, well, they got kiss. They got kiss the butt because they they got to get their money.
Sweaty.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, no, nobody's kissing ass.
No, it's like, but here's another thing that Phil doesn't seem to understand. The reason why they get sponsorships and the reason why they get all these deals is because they get reached out to their manager because they see that this person is good, very charismatic, good personality to hang around with, and also to promote. So the manager talks to, like, say, Maximilian Dude. Maximilian Dude says yes, and then manager tells them, okay, he's accepting it. That's why. It's because of the personality. Phil does not have that personality that will meet the criteria. All it becomes
Hey, Fumi, how you doing?
all it becomes is like toxicity upon toxicity, while his jealousy is just overflowing. It's bursting with jealousy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To me, because he has 2 big bills coming up.
And see,
No,
that's why
he-
they wouldn't hold on to him for long, because look how he treats people.
Yeah, he
Like-
treats people like shit.
I banned you because you didn't hold up your end of the bounty. If you want to come back, give me $50.
Yeah, and
That's
it's like,
one of them.
that's fucking TOS. He should have got kicked off for that shit.
But he didn't. Even a big YouTuber came to him. It's like, dude, you're breaking terms of service. You know what you're doing, that right? Banned.
Yeah.
That's
And
another reason
yet
why.
he's still here.
And that's the reason why he didn't take the $50,000. Because if he took that money and then proceeded to beg more, his audience would ask questions. Phil, you got the $50,000 from Keemstar. Where's that money? Oh, shut the fuck up, banned.
Fucking mouth
The thing
drooling
with the Keem
idiot.
thing,
Get
he
banned.
want to work with Keem. That it's nothing. No thoughts of I can't beg now if I get it.
No,
It's
he hates
solely
Keem.
didn't want to work with him.
He
That- no,
hates
that-
Keem.
But I was going the hypothetical here because this has happened
my bad.
before. It happened before.
I wasn't smart enough to pick that up. My bad.
Yeah, it's okay,
So,
guy with 2
you
names.
can't catch on it. But here's another thing too. He told a story during his judgment stream that the shower broke. He needed
Oh,
to get
yep.
He needed to get $1,000
shower.
to hire a plumber. But people did research and said, no, it only costs $500 for a plumber to come in and look at that and fix it. But he still did the money.
Yep, and he got the 1,000.
Henceforth, the tip war. He made more than 1,000. He made about 1,500 that day.
Yeah, he did, but I'm
Did a
saying he
video
got that
on how to
1,000.
fix
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
he
the
got
very
that 1,000, and people asked him about it, and he banned them for it.
And then, according to Theory of a Dead Man, the bitch came back the very next day,
Yep.
sitting on his stream, begging for money. Then someone called him out saying, hey, what about that money that you got with tips? Oh, no, you need to stop asking me stupid questions. They asked it again. Okay, so you know what? Since you're asking dumb questions, I'm just going to get rid of you right now.
Yeah.
So wait, you said how much was it to fix the shower?
He said $1,000 to call a plumber to fix the shower.
And then how much is the ambulance bill that he would have to pay?
He said the bill was like $1,000.
And how much are the custom blinds going to be?
$1,000.
Yeah, he always
And the dishwasher.
That's
And
the other thing
dishwasher.
too.
Yep.
And also his car note or that car repair bill was over
that
$1,000.
one was legitimately about $1,000.
Yeah.
Yo, they fleeced the fuck out of him on that. They were like, hey man, look at this. See that jackass right there? Yeah, well, I'm gonna finesse him.
Plus finesse.
He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking about. We'll get all the money we can out of that bastard.
And they did. They fucking fleeced the shit out of him.
They were gonna rewire his car. Like what? For what?
For what? It was just the battery was dead.
Yeah. It's like
$150 fix. That's all it was.
Like this actually fucking happened though. My water heater burst. It broke.
Yeah.
And we had to call a plumber. It didn't cost $1,000.
Mm-hmm. I've had to get the heat coil inside mine replaced.
Yeah, mine officially burst because the pipe that was on there was old and the plastic inside of it corrupted, causing it to burst. So they replaced both the pipes, both for hot and cold.
Yeah.
I think so, Revy. I think that's what it was.
What was it? I'm not on his stream, so I wouldn't know.
It was 12.
No, it's on Discord in the galley chat.
It could have been a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, Spark. No, everything the bill had $1,000 altogether.
It was.
He got taken for a ride.
I think they charged him for a battery, and then they charged him to take away his battery, which you're supposed to get a refund for the battery.
Yeah, you're supposed to get a core charge back, like $45.
Bro, they're just they had a field day.
Yeah,
well, it depends on the battery, and also depends on everything. But the sad thing
for
about
a fucking shitty Corolla, I can guarantee you right now, they gave him the fucking bronze battery.
He wants to save money, y'all. If he wants to save money, like CBS
take away
says,
the battery.
He wants to save money. Get rid of Cat, because apparently she breaks everything.
Yeah, she does. And this is why I'm like, how can she stand that? How can she stand that?
But Icy though, he loves her. That's his soulmate.
Oh,
he
bullshit.
loves her. He loves her. She makes me delicious food. She knows how to cook. Every time they cook, though, it's either something that's already frozen, or
they ruined it.
Cook and get him sick, according to him.
No, the cake, the carrot cake,
the cake,
the carrot cake fucking poisoned him. Oh no, that was the chicken.
About chicken.
That was the Chiking story that he blew up into a big ass ordeal.
Oh,
which
one was overcooked and one was like.
Oh no, yeah, that one, where he overcooked one and undercooked another.
And he gave her the undercooked and he ate the overcooked.
Yeah. God, one day we're gonna hear that Kat Brunel was found expired in the Brunel household.
Oh, so the chill theory, gotcha.
And then as they find her body, Skyrim's gonna be playing.
No, it is. Nobody.
You just hear like playing over and over on the speakers with her raccoon eyes.
Oh shit! Oh god! Like I said, in a way I feel bad for Phil, and in a bigger way I don't.
You can't,
because he's done this all himself, and people. Even detractors, and we still do it today. We try to help him, knowing the end result.
Even Duty tried to help him with his copyright strikes, and he didn't take it.
That's hilarious. Yeah. I still find that funny.
It's like, dude, the people that don't like you or that just straight laugh at you are still trying to help you.
That's the same thing. Anytime I make a video, I give him valid advice, but I know for a fact he won't listen.
Yeah, I was doing I still do it from time to time. But I'm to the point now, I want his fucking PayPal to burn. I want him to lose it. I want him to lose monetization.
He's going to get Cash App. He's going to be good.
I know. No, he's going to get Venmo.
Venmo.
I'm sorry, Venmo. He's better than
Venmo or Zelle. He'll be fine.
But he needs to actually lose something that matters. Losing a channel.
It's essentially he's Walter White and we're Jesse Pinkman. It's like, you got to hit him where it hurts.
Exactly.
It's money.
Yeah, he complains about us. Like, we do not do what Wings Trolls do.
He should be glad that y'all are not Wings Trolls.
Yeah, Wings Trolls. Icy, Wings Trolls hacked his PS5. He couldn't even get into it, and they told him the only way he can get his access back is if he shaved his head fucking bald, beard and all, and had to talk to Keemstar.
I remember you told me
he
that.
did that, and they gave him access back, and I'm like,
oh no, he was trying to play Skyrim or something like that, and they wouldn't let him.
And I'm like, Phil, that's not happening to you. Imagine if Phil was locked out of both his systems for one day.
Imagine that. Yeah, Microsoft cut off his Game Pass so he couldn't play games. His PS5, then no one had access to that. His Switch, his PC caught on fire magically. Like all this shit that he uses to record, all gone.
Oh
he
man,
can't make money.
The fucking REEee that would happen out of that.
Like a crack.
And people would
be
still
streaming from his iPhone. That's a success.
But people
people
would still give him money. That's the sad part about it. They would give him money.
Oh my God, Phil! Here you go, Phil.
Oh my God!
Like,
no, not
like,
Delgado.
Yo, where's my
not...
jinx at? That's all I need to know.
He doesn't have the.
peed on the game capture device.
Yeah, he doesn't. No, he doesn't have Elgato because he doesn't have a PC that's Windows 10. He has a Windows 8.1. So he has. He does.
Yeah, he refuses to update it.
Yeah, and even Rich was like, "Tell him, dude, just get an SSD and update it to Windows 10." You're
turning to Cobra.
You know what? You're forgetting something.
Cobra.
Rich said, "Here's a computer you can have for free."
All you gotta pay for is shipping.
It's like, nah.
It's 5 years old.
It's too old.
A Threadripper, a $5,000 to $13,000 computer.
If somebody turned around to me today and said, "Hey, I have a computer for you. All you have to do is pay shipping," I'd be like, "How much is it?"
Yeah.
I don't even need to know what the specs are. I'll take a cheap computer. Just
like fuck it. All right, I got you, fam.
I think Rich also told him the specs of the computer, and he still refused it because it's 5 years old. It's like, dude, if a 5-year-old computer can still run beautifully to this day, and in the future, and will not give him problems, he should take the offer. But he won't do it because it's Review Tech USA.
My computer that I am currently on, I bought in 2018. You can ask guys. I just replaced my primary hard drive.
Not my main now.
And I have my computer has my graphics card is it a 360?
360.
I don't even know. I know it's an Nvidia. I know that much.
Like
I know my PC that I bought. It was an already pre-built PC that I bought
their
at Best
void
Buy.
check money.
I bought it at Best Buy, and guess the fuck what? It has better specs than he does.
Dude.
Oh my God.
Well, his computer's since from 2013.
No, my computer that I got, my Alienware, my old roommate gave that to me.
You said that word.
My old roommate gave that to me back in 2014. I still play games on it today, and it still runs fine.
Yeah,
all I did was change out the hard drives. That's all I did, and I got a new water cooling pump. That's all I did to it, and it's fine.
I got mine pre-built from Newegg. It has a case. I don't have to franken build if I ever decide to rebuild my computer. And it had a 250 SSD as a hard drive, and it had a 1 terabyte backup. And the 250 just died, and I had to buy a brand new one. So I got a 1 terabyte there, and I have a 10 terabyte, whatever. But I have an Nvidia.
I get your REEee.
What is it? What graphics card do I have? It's a.
Sure, you don't have like a 1080.
It's a. Hold on, let me see.
Why are you doing that?
Support like this online. Be careful. Recommend you hide your stuff or do not talk about anything.
I'd like to get a newer one, a newer graphics card.
Don't give these people anything to work
Get
with.
one.
Because some people are
pretty shy.
Give me the money for it.
Saying it up front. All right.
Oh yeah, that is the problem.
Yeah, give me the money for it. I'll get one.
I mean. You act like, have you opened 13 credit cards yet? Or are you on your...
No, I still gotta do that. I still gotta do that step.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
I gotta do 13 credit card step program. But, speaking of that, what really burns me up about that is the 13 credit cards. Before I ever found out who he is, about Phil, I had a friend that had 14 credit cards and wound up filing for bankruptcy. So watching Phil and then hearing about the bankruptcy, it just reminded me of my old friend all over again. Like this dude
I
was...
have an
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I have an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1070.
1070. All right.
Yeah, I knew it was like one step lower than what you had.
No, yours is like a bunch of steps lower than what I
No,
have.
you have it. You had a
There you go,
1080
King.
Titan.
Yeah.
I have a Titan Black.
Trying
had
to
a
put you on your
Titan.
level. No. You're better than that.
I'm way better. That's way better. A Titan Black. Well, no, let me rephrase that. A Titan is excellent for modeling. It sucks for gaming.
Is that why they got rid of them?
No, they still
Like, they
have
stopped
them.
doing
Yeah,
them?
I'm not. I don't keep. I don't pay attention to what I have in my computer.
No, they still have the
Guys,
Titans.
when I bought mine, I was like,
What happened to
so
that friend?
How's this one?
What happened to that friend? Well, let's just say they live in a very confined space.
Was it because of the bankruptcies?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. I didn't know you could get arrested.
No, they're not arrested.
I know, Reap.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
They are without a home.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant they were in prison.
No.
You wish.
It would probably be a better place.
Hey, they give you 3 meals a day.
3 hots
Three
in a
hots
cot.
in a cot.
Oh no! Imagine if Phil went to prison. He's like, "Come on, dude, I want my DoorDash."
No, if that was the case, Phil would have the train ran on him every day. 'Cause I'm sorry, Big Dick Tyrone coming in there. All right,
I know. I
cornbread.
need to get with the
Bend
program.
over.
Reap. I need to get with the program.
All right,
What did you say? Stationary what?
cornbread.
Tell Ice he needs to help.
No,
he needs to
no,
help me
no.
finish setting up my exploit.
No, his catchphrase. All right, Pigga, it's time.
Yes. Where was your best race?
I have 2 big bills coming up, so I'm going to drop the soap if anybody wants to help.
Well, I mean, the thing, as I said before, my current roommate and I, we lived together once before, and we actually had our own computer repair shop that we ran back in 2014 to 2016. And once the customer base pretty much died out because we didn't have anything to say who we were, where we were, anything like that, and we just decided, yeah, we'll just go ahead and let the business go. You know, you have to start getting beefier computers and whatnot and running stuff like that and running your own antivirus software, yada, yada, yada. So knowing how that shit works, and then I learned how to build PCs from that. And then my roommate that I got the Alienware from, him and I built the PC that's sitting beside me, the monster I showed in Discord that has 4 monitors. Him and I sat and built that, and then we built his old roommate's PC. And then a year later, we built a friend of his PC. So I have good knowledge of putting a PC together. Unlike dumbass Phil, who sits there and says, "Oh, I built PCs in my parents' basement for fun." Ha 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 ha. That
Yeah.
the fundamentals.
Oh, you gave me a funny video for that too.
Yeah, the
He got his
fundamentals.
parts. No, he got the parts to build his PC. He looked at the fans and go, "What the hell are these?"
Yeah. When you pointed
And
that
also
out,
the
I was like, "Oh my god!"
motherboard.
Ow.
And the motherboard. He's like, "Is this the CPU?"
Oh
Hey,
my god,
I-
really?
Yes. He
Oh my
does not know
God.
what he's talking about when it comes to building PCs.
Yeah,
He'll-
he's a
he'll-
fucking poser.
No,
Ice
he'll
will tell you.
talk
Ice will
talk.
tell you. My biggest fear about building a PC is me buying all the parts and just not getting it to work. I know what I need. I know what I need to buy. I mean, how do you get? I'll shut up because I was about to say, how do you not know what the fucking CPU versus the motherboard is?
Because
come
he's
on.
Phil is
real
a
question
fucking
is, he
poser.
said in the past that he used to build PCs all the time, so should
Yeah.
he know?
Yes.
You should
Yeah.
know all of this.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
that's
a
just me just
goddamn
guessing,
poser.
you know?
He's a poser to the highest fucking
You're a
order.
liar, then.
Yeah.
Hey, Ice.
Yo, what's up?
Spit it out.
I'm trying to articulate it, alright? Okay? Relating to the video, guess who just did the thing again?
Oh, the
No
whale.
way.
Jinx.
150?
Yeah, this is 2
So-
straight days.
That's 2 straight. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's OIC.
So that's six-
Even if it's not, it's OIC.
This is 2 straight days.
You know, and I'm wondering, is this person trying to do another King Tut incident?
As in what?
Giving Phil all this
demand
money.
control of the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, and they're gonna turn around and get pissed off and charge it all back, and then you're gonna hear
This-
the crying story from Phil.
I'm not gonna lie.
Fired.
This whole thing is just giving Secret Limited a lot of work.
It really is. I feel
Does
bad
this
for Secret
matter in
Limited right
anything?
now.
This dude giving money?
Yes.
Why?
Because OIC. That was used to be someone that used to.
And OIC is still there.
Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. He would used to give him money a lot. Same thing with memberships and super chats. He would always give him constantly give him money, but he would have stock accounts, so that way people would know it's him. That's why it's important.
And this is why they get targets on their backs and they start doing shit like this. Like Phil is he's a creature of habit. And he's going to slip up like he always does. Yeah, it's an addiction.
He's obsessed.
So Jinx says the following.
And people are enabling
Let's start
his
this
addiction.
nice stream off right.
Yeah.
Let's get some vest hype and let's get a vest streak going. No, I'm not.
A vest streak. So this is definitely somebody from old Phil. Like a couple years ago, old Phil.
Remember, the vest is a way to say fuck you to the haters. Remember that.
Exactly. So this is somebody trying to bring that back up.
He went back on that shit, remember?
Oh, yeah, of course.
He goes back on everything. He said, I never said that.
But yet, there's proof.
Remember, he said he said he never called his fans the hate army. And then Pastor Remote found that video immediately.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Upon the hate army.
Yep.
Yeah, telling them.
The same hate army that he made merchandise for?
Yep.
That's kind of convenient.
Exactly.
Very.
And that this person, Phil, is so self-conceited, like so full of himself that he actually wore his own King of Hate shirt.
Everyone says
on stream.
Only iced coffee from many years
Oh, and
ago.
then he drunk out of the King of Hate cups, had a King of Hate
clock.
clock.
Only iced coffee does not
King
come
of Hate
around
calendar.
that
doesn't
often anymore.
tell
In fact, the
no
first time I saw him
time.
in months was just the other day.
Because it's only the time of hate.
His membership and he
No,
did.
no, because his time is
So,
up.
You know, but it's funny. Again,
That's
here's
why
the
I won't
running
tell
meme
time
for people
anymore,
who don't
because it's
like
already
me.
up,
The running meme
expired,
is Phil literally has like
ceased
4
to be.
supporters. There's 4
His
people
future
on a
is
bunch
not
of
looking
sock
so bright
accounts
anymore.
who
Now
come
he has
in
to put on
and
his
all just
prescription
support Phil's
glasses so
content,
he
but
can
it's
actually
only
see the
4 people. I'm
future,
not even kidding.
see
And some
reality
people
for what
think
it
that half
really
the
is.
supporters are fake and
Yeah.
I'm lying about it.
But he
That's
won't though. He'll
what
put
it
on
is, right?
no. He'll put on
Yes,
his
of
gunner
course.
glasses, thinks he looks cool, and that's why when he wore that Los Santos hat and that vest, that's why I called him. He's a wannabe fuckboy. He's someone that has seen no bitches and gets no pussy. Gout boy, the wannabe frat boy.
No, 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 no,
I think
no,
the
no, no, no,
stupidest
no,
look
no,
is
no,
when he
Gout
had
boy, Gout
tinfoil
boy.
I just
vest
laughed
on
at the
with
fact that he had to go out and say, "This isn't OIC." Okay, you're basically admitting it.
Yeah, you're admitting your OIC. But that's all I really had. You know, when you have a significant other, like most people do, you know, you're to be there for each other. Yeah, he is restreaming. Oh man, poor Pass. And
Did he start up?
yeah, he's already
Chill Murray is streaming too.
Oh, Chill is damn.
Oh no, he got to the part where he got another $150.
Oh, he's gonna lose his mind. But
Hold on, let me turn on. Hold on, let me see.
yeah, go for it. Anyway, so as I was saying,
Oh shit.
Yeah, you're right. I fucking opened up turn up the volume. I hear him yell, "No!"
remember at the end of the
He
day,
promised me mount your friends.
I
Look,
did not
he's
promise
backing
none of
out.
this
He's
bullshittery
backing
going on
out. Look at
here.
that.
The bullshittery going on here.
How
But,
dare he deny me?
At least
That's
he
it.
didn't wake you up when you're sick. I think that's you just gotta look the other way with that.
I know I've woken her up when she's sick before, but it's usually to ask her if she needs anything.
Oh, I
yeah,
meant to cook.
it's usually if I'm sick, he will, you know, say, "Hey, do you need anything? Is there anything I can get you?"
Wake
or
your
things
ass
like
up.
that.
Are you okay?
Make my damn
He
dinner.
Yeah, he's not over here like, "I've been cook, you bitch," you know, or
But-
anything like that. That I can honestly say, he's not that type of guy.
Phil is very disrespectful to his partners. I mean, just listen to how he talks about Kat. He says that that's his love of his life, his soulmate, blah, yada, yada, blase, blah. But she breaks everything. They never hang out together. They never do anything together besides go buy groceries and appointments.
No, they don't buy the groceries
And
together.
pet
They
supply,
only go out to
'cause
eat.
Jasper needs food.
Yeah, and It's like
he needs his daily fucking or weekly supply runs. Like, no, he doesn't. You have one cat. You don't have 4 or 5. Just one.
Yeah.
Go out a month. Make sure that you spend a lot of money. Get a month's worth of cat food. Then next month, go get him supplies.
Yeah. And it's sad that honestly people like him are allowed to flourish.
Oh, we're defending Jinx right now.
Of course he's going to defend Jinx.
He always does.
He's got no choice. He has no choice at this point.
Anyone that
Your
will...
name, REEee, is probably like... I don't know. I feel Esteban. Esteban or Enrique or maybe even a Jorge.
Wow.
Now, if you tell me your name is Jesus, I'd be like, really?
Jesus Christus.
Jesus Christos. No, his name is not Jesus Christ.
Nah, Mexican, so you have to go deeper. More Mexican.
Christos is Latin for Jesus Christ.
Oh, I know that.
Oh no,
Miguel.
hang on. Hang on.
Miguel. Raul.
I'm gonna look at that stupid stream.
Alright.
Apparently, supposedly he got another 100, supposedly.
Yeah,
150 and 150 in super chats.
Remember, Jinx said, let's get the vest streak going. That
How
tells
long
you...
is this gonna last? This is ridiculous.
No, I want Jinx to keep doing this.
Yeah, go ahead. Burn
Bankrupt
all your
your
money.
fucking self for this guy. Go for... Please, I am begging you to bankrupt yourself for him.
So do you think he's gonna try to charge you back?
Oh, absolutely.
Probably not.
I think it's unlikely.
I would say absolutely if this is a ploy.
Oh, I don't believe
But this is-
any direction. I'm just asking out of curiosity.
Out of if it's a normal fan, no. This money's gone. It's gone to Scopely. Scopely! But,
They say to bring
common things, if your partner's sick, take care of them the best you can.
And if you dare try to wake them up when they're sick, they'll cut your balls off.
If you ask them to cook food.
And then bronze them and put them on my rear view mirror in my car.
Put them on that little tailgate.
Damn.
Yeah, I could do that, huh? Yeah. Oh.
Make sure you get them nice and golden.
On
Yeah,
a
get the
plus side,
golden ball.
Diablo seems to be playing a lot smoother.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
wait, Diablo 4 just came out?
Oh, the
They doing
demo.
a server slam this
Super
weekend.
super stressed. Yeah, which I'm
They
gonna
wanna
get in
hit
that.
their servers hard.
I miss playing my werewolf.
They want you to give it to the
Remember,
server
you have to
slam.
start over.
That's fine with me. I still get that means I get to do it
Wait,
all over
what?
again.
They want you to give
Phil,
it to the servers hard. Yeah.
I'm looking at his stream right now. Let's finish up the tutorial area. So he's stuck in the tutorial area of Tears of the Kingdom?
My God.
Yeah.
What
He's
the
taking his
fuck?
sweet ass time.
He complained that the
Wow.
tutorial was long.
Oh, and someone sent him a super chat saying, with $600, you can get a good pre-built computer. Yes, you can.
Yes, you
Can
can.
you really?
Yes.
Can we be honest?
Yes, you
Wow.
can.
We can't. We're not being honest right now.
No, my computer is $700, and it was a pre-build already. That
When
can
was
be
this
easily.
build?
I got it in 2020, and it still runs games
Damn.
well.
That was well before the rise of.
Thank you, Falcon.
yeah,
Falcon's
way-
posting links to anybody that wants to go venture forth into the frontier and see who is picking up the mantle and arms to restream one
All right, Jake was
Philium.
about to restream. He needs to get his act together.
Yeah, I'm not restreaming that.
Right? Why are you counting on Rydrake to do anything?
Come on, man. You can't even count on Rydrake to sip his
Thanks
drink
for
right.
banning his ass. What happened?
Wow.
I keep telling that to Ice. Ice is
Rye
like, oh,
is
hey,
one of
why-
those that
Rydrake?
slips
I'm
through
like,
the cracks.
Why? I thought we were banning his ass. What the fuck happened?
What do you mean he's on? What do you mean he's on Twitch? He's on Twitch currently?
No, I'm saying Rye always falls through the cracks.
Oh, getting banned. We're all making a concerted effort to ban Rydrake, but we're all failing.
Rye on Twitch right now.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep holding it over Rye that he's paid off Phil to talk about that fucking Spider-Man burger.
Oh yeah.
Burger King.
I
Another
love how
thing,
I'm actively
guys.
on my phone, and I got zero Twitch notifications of anything happening. I love that.
Wow. Another thing,
Hey,
people are gonna give you advice. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. Use your own discretion to decide when you should take that advice.
Jesus Christ.
It sounds like a final word of the day, like from Jerry Springer.
It is. It is. Except for remember, it is. Remember,
I rather-
take care of
I rather
yourself. Remember,
I
take
rather
care of
my
yourself
version of that.
and take
I
care of
rather
each
my
other.
version of that.
Yeah.
Ice.
Hmm.
The better version of that is advice from people are just like opinions.
No,
Because
opinions are like
people are
assholes. Everyone
Because-
has one.
Because hey, advice can be like assholes too.
Some of them can
Just
be, some of them can be hot takes, or some of them can be really shitty,
Exactly.
Or silent.
but deadly.
Deadly.
Exactly. Thank you guys. Let me know. God, I can't believe I'm about to actually say this, but let me know in the comments if you would like Icy to come on again at some point. Maybe once a week. Maybe whenever she gets time, because she's very busy. And
No.
Leave a like if you want Icy to take over the channel.
Do you want me to
no.
take over the channel?
No. Here's the thing. No. She has to. No, she has to go to work. You got to make another stream that says it's all Tevin's fault.
Yeah, it's Tevin's fault. Just
I
let me
mean,
know. Like,
I do have a Twitch channel,
chat.
but I don't use it as much as
Chat,
I
we
should.
need 10 likes right now. Get those likes up right now.
Hold on. No, give it 20 likes, and I'll start dancing with bubbles in the background. Give me $100. I'll
actually-
make it spicy.
I'm glad you brought that up because when I'm on Twitch, most of the guys in here can attest to this. I don't even tell people to click the follow button. I just play the fucking game.
Nah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to Grinch
If
for
we
you.
can get 10 likes, Ice will blow bubbles for you.
Like,
Right.
Like, here's the thing
Icy,
with that,
this
though.
was your chance.
But
10
here's the-
likes
right?
and he'll play Mount with your friends.
No, I will not.
If we get 10 likes, he has to play Mount with your friends. If he gets 15 likes, he has to play genital jousting.
Oh, I mean, well, I don't have to worry about that. We ain't even got 10 people
And if he
watching,
gets
so I'm
20
good.
And if
I'm
we get
fucking
20, you gotta
good.
play both.
Look.
No, not both. He has to play Shower through Dad Simulator.
Yeah.
Wow. But
Yes.
thank you guys. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for just coming around for this different.
Wait, am I supposed to clear my throat at some point? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
You should have done that the whole stream. So you
Hold on.
I gotta make a.
She's learning.
No,
She's
no.
learning.
Joking. Phil received another super chat from the same person about the PC. He's like, "Sorry if I offended you about autism."
We're at
Like,
10. We're at 10.
No.
We're at 10.
No, we're not. We're at 9.
Yeah!
We're at 9. What are y'all talking about?
now.
I see 9 on my screen.
It's 10 now.
It's 9 on my screen. Oh, let me refresh.
It's 11. It's 11.
Thank you for those likes, guys.
Oh,
I wasn't gonna ask for them, but
it
I
is
would definitely
10.
ask for likes in other people's chat.
There's not even 11 people in here. How the fuck is there 11 likes?
Hey, you asking the wrong questions. You asked
No,
what
here.
you need to ask
Thank
is
you.
when you need to play that game.
Yeah, when are we
Thank you for the
playing Mount
likes.
Your Friends, Ice?
Thank you for the likes.
I
guys.
never
Hold on.
agreed to this.
I'm
Thank you for the
bursting.
likes, guys. Guys, big ups. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
guys
bursting
take it
with
easy.
success.
All right, I'll tell you. I'll play it if you buy it for me. There. How about that?
All right. I will definitely.
You know
buy it.
that's not gonna stop
Your
her
woman
in
is
any
going to
way or
support you,
form.
bro.
Hold on,
She's
what's
got
your-
you. She's
what's
paying
your-
for it.
What's your friend? What's your name on Steam?
My name.
Or both, actually.
My name is Icy Temptress on Steam.
My name is Dark Seed to Phil.
My name is the same everywhere. Like I'm
Yeah, my
easy
name
to.
is
I am
Icy
literally
Temptress no
easy
matter
to
where I'm
follow. I am
So if
easy
y'all
to
want
follow.
to join up on Steam, that's fine because I do tend to play Destiny a lot.
Yeah, we need to
Is
get
it-
back into that.
Is it
Or do you
spaced
need to
out or is it not?
Let me see. Hold on. No, it's all one word. Icy Temptress
I
is
see
all
it.
one word.
No, I think I see it. It has like a long hair.
Yeah, it has an underscore
Alright,
at the end
found
of
you.
it.
All right. No, there's no underscore.
Yeah, I got you. I got it.
All right. So hold on. Ice Yamamoto.
See, you already won't find me.
What's his Steam?
Well, you gotta
No,
spell.
wait. Hey.
You gotta spell the last name right to even get it to pull up.
I'm not watching. Anne's restreaming.
No, I think I
on
see. I think I see you right here. Hold on. It has like someone crouching over something. think I found you.
Maybe, possibly.
I found you. Okay.
Yeah,
fam, I got you.
it's Titanfall.
All right. So add me as a friend.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Add
I'm
me
being
as a friend.
bullied. Bullied him on the stream.
add me on as your friend.
I already
Do it.
did. It's already done.
All right, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna.
Being bullied on my own stream. Yeah.
There. Okay, you know what?
Now you feel Anne's pain.
I never agreed to this. I made up stipulations
Dan's
on the
fucking
fly.
making his own pain right now. He's restreaming Phil on Twitch.
Why?
That's his own fault then. I told him to stay away from brain cancer.
I was like, I want to say, oh, and streaming. I checked. I see Phil in the corner. Nope, I am not watching anything Tears of the Kingdom. Definitely.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna be playing it yourself. All right, guys. So.
Most likely
Oh
getting it on
god
my
damn
birthday,
it!
So
Oh my god!
because my birthday is in a month, so I can wait.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
It's called We Love You.
What the fuck is this?
What,
Are you-
Ice? What's wrong?
Look at the. Is he streaming his like Steam right now?
No. I cannot stream my Steam.
No, what you need to do is take a screenshot of whatever you just saw and post it in the gallery or the galley.
No, I can do this. Hold on, guys. I got you. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. All right, let me see.
You already stopped streaming, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
He was playing his exit.
Here you go. On Steam or on stream right here. This is what this crazy son of a bitch just got me.
I did
Yeah. Shout
did
out
not-
to Dad soon.
I did nothing. I did nothing wrong.
And
I did everything correct.
Hey, wait. You know, Ice. There is one worse game he could have got you. I'm not gonna say it because you know what would have
Honey Pop.
happened.
Kidding, no.
No, Honey Pop's actually an enjoyable game.
oh,
I'm gonna DM it to Ice because I know he'd agree with me.
oh god, I'm afraid.
Am I sounding fine to y'all, by the way? I'm not
Yeah, you
scared of
sound
this.
clear to me.
Now you sound good.
God, okay.
Nice. Ah!
You're
Ah!
right.
Ah!
Right.
Oh god, no! Please make it stop! Fuck no, make it stop!
Aqua Saber, you know what you need to do.
Oh god, no!
Actually,
no,
I
no.
probably don't even know what it is.
No.
Send me the link.
No! Fuck
I
no!
DM'd
Fuck
it.
no!
And
No!
he knows
No!
it's that bad.
No!
No, DM it to me.
No!
No, Ice needs to download an emulator. Just do a marathon of all the Zelda games.
Oh
Just
god!
fuck you, that's why.
Oh god, no! Why? What? No! No!
Hey, no one bought it for you.
Thank
I'm just
God!
saying, that would be bad.
Oh god damn it, Icy. Oh god, no.
What? She sent you sour at the dad simulator,
No.
or Mountain Friends?
Let's just say it's very Derek.
Oh god.
Oh.
I think
Oh no.
It's in the realms of Derek.
I
That's
don't-
all.
I don't
That's
know
the
what it
only
is,
thing
though.
I will say.
Oh god,
If it's
no.
Derek, then it's it's
Alright, I added you, Falcon.
Hold on, someone
Huh?
DM me what the game might be,
Oh god, no. I will not play that. I will.
because I don't.
I will
know
not
what the
play
game,
that.
I don't know what the game is, though. That's the thing. I don't know. What
I'll
else
tell
I'm
you.
talking
I'll
about.
tell you if you really want to know.
Yes.
Okay, that's on Ice then.
Yeah, Fuda Dine and Dash.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Okay, never mind.
No. I'm done. I'm fucking done. No, I'm done. I'm out.
We're done.
We're done. We're fucking done.
We're
Love you
fucking
guys. I will
done.
see you later. Fuck it. I'm out. I'm taking my ship and I'm flying off into space somewhere. Good night.